Hello, hello, everybody. How is it going? I am gonna be honest. I'm not sure how this is gonna go today. Oh, hey, it's me. Wow. I'm not sure how this is gonna go today, but we're gonna find out. We are going to find out. How is everybody doing? I'm so confused because I see that the shorts chat is going just fine. We currently have 10 people in the shorts chat. And allegedly the live stream chat is, or the mainstream, right? Like the horizontal, I can't speak right now, bro. The horizontal stream says that it is streaming, but every time I click on it, it's not. So I don't know what the issue is. Now, I probably sound a little loud right now. What's going on, Ego? How's it going? I see you've been in the chat here. So here we go. So let's move over to our main camera here. Now, I'm a little bit loud right now. Yeah, see, it says 3 people waiting. I'm confused. Maybe I'll have to figure this out. I'll have to figure it out eventually. I'm glad to hear it, bro. Jerry, why are you talking to yourself? Well, I mean, that is how a live stream typically goes, is it not? Do you usually not just talk to yourself for the whole time? Is that not what we do? Making pancakes, that sounds good. Dang. Okay, so we're just going to leave everything as it is. Supposedly I'm also live on TikTok, but I don't actually see like anything on my TikTok account that would indicate that that's the case. So it seems like it's streaming to YouTube, even though it says that people are waiting. I'm not really sure why. But oh wait, I have to hit go live on here maybe. You know why? I see. I should have done the thing. Hello, horizontal viewers. I realized what the problem was. There's so many settings on the YouTube Live that I had the... Basically, there's a setting where you don't start the stream automatically. You have to hit start stream. So I guess the intro will be botched for the horizontal stream. What's up, Saiyan Diver? How's it going? Alright, there we go. Now I think we're in business. There we go. Brick and collect stuff. What's up? Alright, we got people in here now. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Alright. W. Awesome. I did not realize that I had to hit the go live button on YouTube itself, even after hitting go live on OBS. Very interesting. It says 0 views, but I see people type it in the chat, so I think YouTube just be lying. Alright, well, anyway, hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Here's the plan for today. So, I'm going to be reading chat from... Yeah, see, it still says waiting. I don't know, man. Maybe YouTube's just trolling me. We're just gonna continue. Time to unbox some Dokkan assets. Technically, yeah, I suppose so. Alright, hello everybody. So, let's see how we go here. This is going to be a very interesting stream. This is kind of like a test for me as well. Next time I'll have to have on that setting where it's like enable auto start. But that's okay. Anyhow, let's get started. What's up, Hunter Zeno? So, I'm going to have the chat up on my phone here. So, you guys will be able to see. Hello! There's the chat. So, here's the plan for today, gang. We have until about 4 o'clock my time, which right now it's 12:41. Let me see if I can get that in there for the vertical stream. Yeah, there we go. Look at them. Oh, the ultra low latency is like really low latency. Dang. Okay, well, I hope that the horizontal stream either just decides to pick up eventually or something of that nature. It says that there's one person watching it, so I'm just going to assume that it's working and that most of the people are in the short stream. But here's the plan for today. Got a new Attack on Titan figure? Nice. Alright, so here's the plan. Today, as the title suggests, we are going to, and sorry I'm a little bit frazzled. This is my first time doing a stream in general in a really long time. And this is also my first time doing a figure unboxing stream in maybe even a longer time, because the last time I did it was with the Super Saiyan 3 Gokus. But today, we're going to be unboxing some very big boys. Hopefully you can hear me, by the way, because my mic is on the other side of the room. Maybe let me tilt the mic at least a little bit this way so it's a little bit easier to hear me. Let me know if I need to turn up my microphone volume or anything like that. But yes, the Genki Daimatsuri Goku's on display. I know those of you in the short stream can't see it. Here, I'll move them over. Ooh, there we go. Boom. Yeah, dude, the ultra low latency is so good. What's your favorite figure? That's a hard question to answer. But anyway, today, I can't, oh my gosh, this thing is so heavy. I can't actually put the box on the table because it's too big. But we're going to be opening up all of the Kong, assuming we have enough time, because I have to go to work at 4 p.m. Assuming we have enough time, we're going to open up all of the Kong Goku. So I'm sorry I can't show you this box, but the box is literally so big that it won't fit the table. And the table that I use for my unboxings is like, it's stable enough to have a figure on it, but I don't know if it would be stable to have all of that on it. I mean, I guess we are kind of going to have all that on it anyway in a minute here, but either way, I will put everything on the table so all of you can see it. All right. So, let's go. Can't wait to see the big Brolys. Me too. So yeah, Shorts viewers, if you want to see the full table, you can go over to the horizontal stream that is also now up, if you would like to. Woo! Alright, don't worry. I ain't going to be teasing y'all for long, but this box is massive, and so are these. We might actually have to take our boys off the table because, oh my gosh, look how big this thing is. Alright. Let's move the Genki Daimatsuri Goku. Proud owner of this guy right here. And we'll put him right there for the time being. And then let me grab the Gohan Beast as well. Let's see, the Beastie Boy himself. I really like this Gohan Beast. Again, it's kind of a shame that they use the rubber again. Because I think if they didn't, his articulation would be so much better, just like the Ultimate Gohan from Super Hero. But, you know, alas, it's okay. But regardless, though, his paint job is, like, just so peak, one might say. All right. Here we go. Boom. Look at that. AI slop. I don't know why... Anime Mythos, Kong, whatever you want to call them, beast deities, they always love to use this, like, AI-generated pictures on their boxes. I don't know, but I don't even think they have an @Mythos anime. Hold on, I don't follow @Mythos anime. Is there really an @Mythos anime? I didn't know that. Hold on. Let's see. Mythos anime. There's no way that, like, @Mythos anime is something, because then they just get, like, cooked. Yeah, no, the term you entered did not give any results. They just lie it through their teeth. That's crazy. Okay. Also, by the way, the reason why I have the camera over here to the side is because hopefully once we unbox these and put these together, I'm also going to do some filming for the upcoming shorts, so... What happened to the bootleg of Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Uh-oh, I see the stream loading and buffering a little bit. Hold on. Let me hop over here and make sure we're doing all right. What's up, Anthony? How's it going? Oh, I'm dropping a little bit. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully it'll pick back up in a second. Yeah. I think my internet is... I've been having a lot of problems recently where stepped away when the stream started. You good, bro? How's it going, Matches? Good to see you in here. It's so funny that there's more people in the short stream than there is in the horizontal stream, but that's okay. I do not mind. But, horizontal viewers, you have the privilege of seeing all of this, while the shorts viewers only get to see, like, the middle of the screen. Am I even going to be able to fit all these guys on here in the box? I don't think so. I'm going to be so real. Oh my gosh, look at this. Boom! Yeah, these are not all gonna fit. We're gonna have to open these one by one so that then we can have them like on the actual table. I just got a holy stream fun. What's up, bro? What's your favorite anime? Gurren Lagann, which is crazy to say considering obviously I'm a big Dragon Ball head, but yeah, let me back up the camera for y'all real quick. Just so you can see this a little bit bigger. Oh my these guys take up the whole darn table! And there's still more stuff. What the heck, bro? This is crazy. We still got, let's see. I'm assuming, oh no, there's 4 in here. Okay, I guess they finally combined the bookmarks, of course, and the pen holder. Ages 18 and up for a pen holder? Bro, what kind of pen holder is in here? We got the bookmarks, of course. Fire. Fire. Let's see. Oh boy. Alright. That's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be real. That is a lot of stuff. It's like a whole package. Oh yeah. Yeah, the boxes are massive, bro. Absolutely. Are you broke now? Thankfully, no. But these did cost quite a bit. I got my copies off of 5K Toys. Not sponsored, but 5K. If you're trying to hit me up, let me know. But yeah, how do I even feasibly get this on the street? These are all of the, you know, like heads and faces in here. And I'm assuming this one is for Super Saiyan 5? Because it's so much bigger than the rest. So, oh boy. This is gonna be a doozy. This is gonna be a doozy. How much did you pay? That's a good question. I actually don't remember off the top of my head. Alright. But yeah, so we're gonna open these up today. And then we're gonna film. I just wanted to try someone has Future Gohan. Yeah, that new Future Gohan I'm very excited for. Alright, so I suppose we should probably start with the first one in the list. Can we even find... Where did he go? There's too many Brolys up in here. I actually don't know, by the way, where I'm going to put these. I'm a big silly guy. And I got these before I like really knew where I was going to put them. So, tee-hee, I suppose. But, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alright. So at least for next time I know to put the stream on auto start. What's your favorite anime? Yeah, Gurren Lagann. Oh yeah, the figures are massive. They are huge. Alright, let's open these up. I cannot read any of this on the top, by the way. Oh, I guess that is in English, but I mean, like, if you want to pause the stream and read it. I know none of us are here for any of this. Let's see all the crazy warnings that they got on here. Adult collectors only. I mean, I don't know if I would trust a kid with this anyway. I'm gonna be real. Alright, where did my pocket? Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Alright. Maybe the stream is stuttering for Bill. Alright, let's crack this open. This is number 8. I did not look up which number each of them are before the stream started. I know, obviously, like, all of them are connected. Obviously, we have Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker, Dark Broly, which is probably the one I'm the most excited for, and Super Saiyan 5, of course. Alright. Hopefully this is in a good spot for all of you. I'm watching the short stream just to make sure, because obviously the horizontal stream will be able to see it just fine. Oh man, is he fine? If I pull it out this way, is he like gonna drag his chrome dome across the thing? No, there's a clamshell there. Okay. Just wanted to make sure, just in case. Alright, you know what? Oh my gosh! Oh, the smell of plastic! Holy moly! Oh my gosh. That is a lot. So yeah, probably for next time with it, when I do a stream like this, I'll have a proper announcement for it a little bit ahead of time. But today is kind of just like a test stream, sort of. Why are my hands falling out? We got the batteries. I didn't realize they actually shipped it with batteries. The hands fell off, but I guess these are just the like the fake wolf hands, so that's not that bad. All right, batteries. Oh, jeez, don't drop those, cause the effect piece lights up. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay. I guess one of the effects is just an old plastic bag this time. Interesting. All right, so this thing is pretty cool. Is this normal or limit breaker? I think that's normal. So this is really cool. This comes with each of these. This is a crazy effect piece. Look at this thing. This is awesome. So basically the point of this is it sits on the table like this. And then you're able to have it like come out of his mouth, essentially. That's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty sick. When are you going to put them in Dokkan? We do have a Super Saiyan 4 Broly in Dokkan at the very least. I see. Yeah, you can see at the bottom there that there's a spot for the batteries. Am I going to need a screwdriver? Oh, no. You can just pull it off, I think. Okay. Well, this does look cool regardless. I do know that the unfortunate thing about this... Double A, no, thankfully it's not double A's. The unfortunate thing about this is that the light, I believe, is white rather than being a green LED, which, like, I feel like you would want it to be green to match the piece, right? Like, doesn't that just make sense? Where are you going to put the Brolys? That's a darn good question. IMG. Size of a human hand? Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Microplastics inside. That's right. Yummy. All right. Yeah, the amount of, I'm sure, like, from the amount of things that I bought that are just, like, these, you know, third-party figures, I probably have ingested, like, copious amounts of toxic, toxic plastic fumes. All right. Let's get the boy out. Broly number 1. Why does he look so, like, dainty with the way he's standing? He's like, oh, yes, please, I'm waiting my turn in line. All right, so let's get this disgusting wolf head off of him. Oh, they do have a longer neck peg. So if you're unfamiliar, on the original Brolys, the neck peg was super short. And you can see that it's decently long here. It's a little bit better. What's a figure you want to rework from SHF? I think, like, easily sell. But I think that's probably everybody's answer, right? Alright, let's put some fists on him, and then we'll see if we can't find his head. Alright. Alright, there we go. Yeah, thankfully, Beast Deities, Kong, Anime Mythos, you'll probably hear me call them all in the stream, has been putting the hands on these, like, runners recently. So it's been a little bit easier to get the things. Oh, those hands are really tight on there, though. Oh, those do not pop on as easy as some of the other ones. Oh my gosh, Cell has been out forever. Well, no, but I mean, like, we need a rework of the SHF Cell. Bro is reaching Unk status, and he just does not look like Cell. Or at least his face doesn't look like Cell. Like, I feel like they could make it a lot more accurate to the anime/manga. Alright, there we go. We got the hands on. That was a little more difficult than I would have liked, but he's looking a little bit more Broly-like now, since we got the animal head off. This thing. Alright, so let's find his box. So this was 08, right? Bam. Get that 08 head. I finally got my Charlotte SH figures delivered from eBay. Nice. I sensed this from TikTok. What's up, Abel? Is it live on TikTok, Abel? It says that I am, but I, like, actually can't tell. You're a TikTok expert, bro. I don't know. I actually have no idea. It says that I am on my streaming software, but like I can't tell. All right, Brolys, stand back there for a minute. Okay, sure. I believe that would be our man. Oh, man. I forgot about this. We're going to have to put all of the earrings on him, bro. Oh, my gosh. That's going to be annoying. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see about taking pictures of this guy today, because that's going to be really annoying. I forgot that was the thing. Also, because this is a bookmark and a pen holder, they give you a pencil? Oh, man. Yeah, Frieza rework. Well, we should be getting that. I know they teased it, but they just haven't shown it yet. You were live on TikTok. I was over there. You're still live on TikTok? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the heads up. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, I might need to get a TikTok crash course from you, my boy, because, like, I'm still learning how it works. All right, so just to display our pen holder. This is so silly. Let's put all this stuff in here just so that we can, like, have it organized. My room is going to be a mess. All right, so Broly hair, right? We can see that on the table right in front of the boy. And holder, yeah. All right, obviously that's not what that's for. So, for your work Frieza in the chair, when battled it, yeah, I'll probably do that. Put the Super Saiyan 3 head on him. Okay. This part is always the worst. Let me see if I can do this without hurting myself. Oh boy. This is going to be difficult. Let me see if I have my, the thing that I usually use to cover my hands is a towel when I'm using this with, like, a big fat figure head. Did I keep the towel in here? Oh no! Don't tell me I put the towel out of my room. Oh boy. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Okay, I may need to, let's see. You know what? I'll just use the cloth that I used to cover my computer. And use that to cover my hand. About to hit 5K over there. Nice! I know, I've been seeing some of your stuff in my recommended. How did they not bother to fix this? Yeah, that's a good question. Well, the thing is, I think they don't put the head on specifically because, talking from experience, oh jeez. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. This is the towel. I use this to just cover my PC at night. So we are literally just going to hold it in here. And then I may have to do this off camera, but... Oh, that was poking my shirt. Ow! This is always the worst part about these figures, and this is what easily takes the longest out of everything. Maybe I need to get the hot water. Obviously, that helps in the past, but I have been able to do this without the hot water. Oh, that was a good pop. Woo! Oh, yeah, baby. All right. Wow. What a rush of adrenaline. All right, so let's put a face on him, even though we don't have the earrings. And let's just see what he looks like at the very least. I kind of am a little bit disappointed in this, though, Kong, because we had a clamshell for the faces last time. So I don't know what we're doing here with not having a clamshell for the faces, but, you know, whatever, I guess. It'd be like that. Okay, so I did see people talking about this, right? This face still looks kind of botched. Still looks kind of chopped, not gonna lie. But the rest of the faces, I think they did improve somewhat. However, this is the one that, like, is the slightest bit of difference. How do I hold this to show you? Yeah, there we go. The mouth is like... There's definitely a difference, but, like, I could not tell you what it is. Alright. So let's see how this works. So, I'm assuming this is where the hair comes off. How do we do the face this time? Because I heard that they changed it. Put that there. We're going to have to put the earrings on him, but I don't know if we'll do that first. We may do that later. Nice! Okay, you know what? Hold on, let's get him in like a power-up pose here. And then I'll actually like pose him on the table. Oh, yo, he looked good! Okay, wait a minute. They may have cooked. My series on is beast deities washed may not be true. Okay, hold on. My boy kind of looking fire! I'm so happy to have this because I love Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Dude, he looks so good! The faces are the same for the previous Broly to me. Yeah, we definitely will pose the Brolys if we have time. For sure. That's the goal of the stream anyway. But we need to open them all first. We need to get them like out of the box. That's what the plan first and foremost. We need to actually like have them exist. Yeah, they do be cooking. Broly looks good. That's dope. Let me also center him. I'll center him a little bit for the short stream. Let me also look over here at those of you in the long stream. Let's see. Stream lagging? Yeah, I know a little bit. November, I pulled in 2 million views. That's crazy, bro. Congrats. You should put the dark hair on. I will. Okay, the thing is, it's so hard to take it off. It's so hard to take it off that I don't want to, like, switch the hairs. That's the thing that is really unfortunate about these figures is that like I really like the look of them, but my problem is that like they really love to just make everything way too tight in terms of like stuff that gets popped in, and so it's hard for me to have to justify, like, you saw the struggle that I just had to do to get the head on. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, that was gross. So, like, why would I try and switch the heads? Bruises on your hand? Oh, yeah, I have gotten, hello, everybody. Hello, Fred. How's it going? Yeah, I have gotten, like, my hand actually, I don't know if YouTube can say this because, you know, funny, like, YouTube rules, but fruit punch on my hand before is the way that we'll put it. And that hurts. That hurts quite a bit. All right, so let's get rid of the wolf head. We'll just trash that for now. Well, I mean, not trash it, but we're going to put that away. So, by the way, before I open the next one, I will show you. I apologize, too, by the way. This stream is certainly going to be a little bit slower in terms of just, like, the pace compared to my shorts because, well, I mean, it's a live stream. That should just be anticipated. But also, because we have to open all these and, you know, obviously there's no editing. You know, if any of you are, you know, got that short attention span, you know, are brain rotted like the rest of us. Your nails were dripping. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds really painful. Oh man. Well, hopefully you're all right then. Dump into hot water? Yeah, true. Want to see GT Goku, the custom one? Is that what you're talking about? All right. Before we do move on, though, the one thing that I did want to show off, because it is pretty cool, is... Now, I know I don't have, like, the screaming blast effect on him. But, just to give you a general idea of how this works, you literally just set it here. And then, obviously, we can, like, you know, let's do a little bit of justice. I won't change the face right now on him, but... They also made, like, the material of his skirt piece is a lot more, like, rough. It was very smooth before, but I kind of like it. Alright, so, now obviously you would probably use the more appropriate, like, this screaming face, right? But we're gonna, you know, keep him moving with unboxing this guy. Can he actually stand? Kinda. I'm a little worried to, like, keep him there, but anyway, maybe a little bit less than a squat. We'll go like this for the time being. I think you get the point. Yeah, maybe a little bit higher. Maybe I need to, like, get a better stand for him. Because, like, even with how deep he can squat, this isn't, like, lining up. But either way, you get the point. That's pretty dope. I'm not going to lie. The short stream seems to be lagging behind quite a bit, even though there's the ultra low latency. But that's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty dope. That is pretty sick. What's your favorite Goku figure? Oh, the GT Goku. We'll, I could show him maybe a little bit later or another time, because today we're just focusing on the Brolys. Favorite Goku? That's really hard. Yeah, definitely could work it. It was worth it for the Broly. Definitely could work for DBS Broly. Absolutely. Yeah, dude, that looks sick. Okay, I'm literally just seeing it on, like, the stream now, like, on the stream from, like, the perspective of you guys. Dang, that's sick, dude. Oh, my gosh. That's awesome. But anyhow, yeah. Favorite Goku? That's a good question. I don't know. There's so many good ones. I mean, I'm partial to Kong Super Saiyan 3 Goku for sure. Alright, Broly, I'm sorry to do this to you, buddy. But you're getting the boot. We're kicking you off for the time being. We have many more Brolys to indulge in. Yes, Kong Studios, that's right. Anime Mythos, Beast Deities, whatever you want to call them. Dude, he looks really good. I'm not going to lie, I'm very happy with this guy. I'm like looking at him in my hand as I'm moving everything around. They cooked. Alright, on to the next. We got to keep it moving, folks. We got to keep it moving. Alright. Also, stream is lagging. Yeah, I think stream is lagging. I'm sorry about that. I unfortunately don't know how to fix it right now. But for now, we're just going to let it be. We are just going to let it be. But yeah, let's move on to Limit Breaker. You're fine, it's working out good. I follow you on TikTok also. Thank you. I'm not getting any lag. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, for my TikTok people, I apologize. I don't have a way to see the TikTok chat. I only have enough devices that I can look at both of the YouTube chats that I have going. Because unfortunately, there isn't really an app when you're doing multi-streaming to be able to, like, have all of the chats up at once. So I apologize to my TikTok folks who are over there that I can't see your messages. I'm sure you're all very lovely. But will you make a Discord? I've had that question before. I don't know. It's hard for me to justify because, like, I find that I join a Discord server, use it for a couple days, and then don't really use it. And I don't really want to do that to all of you. So, I don't know. I've had the question a bunch of times. Why do these feel like... Can you hear this in the mic? Hold on. They sound like Legos. Don't they? Legendary Super Saiyan 3 Broly. I do. I do have Broly. I do indeed have the Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Alright, so these faces, by the way, I'll give you a little bit of a comparison between the regular and these. Let's grab the grinning face, sure. So for our Limit Breaker, this is the difference. Obviously you can see it's a little bit more of that brown tint on the eyebrows. Is the red even any different? I think the red might slightly be different. And the skin tone on him is a little bit more pinkish, which makes sense because obviously Limit Breaker is like glowing. Alright. That is very Limit Breaker. We're going to see what this looks like in a second. But have a good one, Ego. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. You can always watch the VOD of the stream later because the VOD will be up on the channel. I don't take down like the VODs or anything like that. I mean, like, what would be the point, you know? Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. Time to open the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4. Let's move all the heads. I shouldn't have decided that I was going to keep all the heads on the side of the table here. That was a foolish decision, but I have made my decision, and I do decree that that is going to be the hill that I die on. In Fortnite, Of course. Oh, well, there goes the pencil. All right, where's the bottom of this thing? There we go. Could you show him? I could grab him. The problem is he's on display. Like, for my figures that are on display, it's a lot harder for me to just take them down and show them off. All right, let me also take a drink of water, too. We got to stay hydrated, chat. We got to stay hydrated. Do people call you Unk, Dokkan? I don't know about Unk, but... How's it going, Ninjago Wolfpack? What's up? All right. Oh, man. I shouldn't have put the Broly faces here. I'm regretting this. I'm regretting this. Oh, well. You gotta do what you gotta do. Ooh, okay. All right. So, unfortunately, it does seem like that the effect... Dude, all of the hands came out of the bag. Not as... They didn't stay in the bag. What are we doing here, bro? Oh, my... Oh, that smell. Oh. Oh, Bobby. Oh, that's strong. I'm not gonna lie. I'm weird. I'm a person who typically likes the smell of plastic. But this is a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Can you show your face today? I've shown my face. You know what's the really funny thing about like the whole thing? Because I was seeing a couple comments like in my community tab recently. People were saying like, "Oh my gosh, you showed your face." And then in my video where I was figure hunting at the Dragon Ball pop-up event, I also showed my face in that video. And it was so funny because people are like, "Oh, face reveal, face reveal." And I think it's just because, like, it's probably newer people who are following me. And there's nothing wrong with that, for sure. But I think it's just funny because it's like, I've shown my face on the internet for a long time. On Twitter, there's plenty of videos and pictures of me. You know, like, I used to stream Dokkan, like, every week. And so those streams, I would show my face every time. So it's just funny to me when people say that. But I understand. It's like they're new, right? So they just haven't seen it before. I appreciate you being interested. Alright, so here's the Broly effect for Limit Breaker. Is this even any different? No. No, it is not. The Limit Breaker one is the left. And the new one is the right. Or the new one. The Super Saiyan 4 one, rather. The regular Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, those are exact same. Okay. I mean, not that I mind, right? I don't know what they would have done to differentiating it. I think, though, one of the other ones is red, if I'm remembering that correctly. Can I show my face? I mean, the setup doesn't really, like, allocate very well for it. That's the problem. You can see my hand. I mean, did that even come through? I don't know. All right. I'm a real human being, guys. I swear. All right. Oh, you can even see that on the short stream. I just realized. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to figure out like where the middle is for everything. So this is the Super Saiyan 4 one. I'm just gonna put this in the middle, and this is the Limit Breaker one. Clearly, there is no difference. I gotta figure out because this is my first time doing like a stream on shorts. I have to figure out where like is the place for the middle. You know. I'm going to have to get a little used to it. So, and not to mention, I'm going to have to figure out a better way to look at both chats. Because right now I'm like jumping back and forth between like my computer and my phone to look at both of the chats. And there's got to be a better way to do that. So, but this is my first time really doing multi-streaming with like, you know, the vertical too. So, please forgive me if there is a little bit of, I don't even know what you would call it. Just a little bit of, like, technical difficulties, I suppose would be the best way to say it. All right. Limit Breaker. He's definitely more red. Will you just stand? Okay, cool. I was like, dude is definitely not going to stand. Okay. So, let's put this in the center here. Here's Limit Breaker. Very cool. The problem is, from a distance, I can't really tell the difference. So let's grab normal Broly and just like compare the... Oh yeah, no, there's a difference in the fur, for sure. There's definitely... I mean, once we put the actual head on, you'll be able to tell a little bit easier, but... Even like the skirt piece, right? You can tell that this one's more shiny. I feel like it's not as obvious as I would like it to be, though. But it's certainly... I guess we can put this Broly back here. It's certainly a lot better than the... well, once we put the head on, I'll grab him and show you. Alright, Wolf Head. Eat your heart out, kid. Eat your heart out. Should I get Beasties, Broly, or SHF Super 17? Whichever character is more to your liking, honestly, would be my recommendation. Alrighty. Let's also put some hands on this bad boy. So the hands are a little bit different for Limit Breaker, I did see. Because... this is the normal hands, and this is the Limit Breaker hands. They're a little bit more, like, shiny, and the normal ones are a little bit more, like, darker with, like, the fur. You see what I mean? I know it's very slight, but I feel like you can tell that this one's, like, a little shinier. Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, we'll give him the, You, Kakarot, you shall be the first of my victims. Hand. Is this right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. There we go. Alright. Let's put these on. Oh, that one went on a little bit better than the normal one. Maybe that was just a QC thing then. Ah! There we go. That pop is so satisfying. You, Kakarot! I guess in this case, though, since this is Super Dragon Ball Heroes, it would be more like, You, Vegito! You shall be the first of my victims! Alright, let's put the head on. We're going to be careful not to hurt ourselves. Okay. We're going to grab our protective. Let me check this chat. Will you get the ZT Broly? That's a good question. The problem is I already have all the Kong ones, right? And that would be a lot of money to spend on the ZT ones as well. I mean, I might, because his body, I think, is objectively better looking. But we'll see. We'll find out. I need to fix that dude's legs, for sure. Alright. Here comes the fun part. I'm going to have to, hold on. Let me actually do this, like... Let me do this off camera. Because it's a little bit easier for me to pop it in, like, when I have the full range of motion. This guy's neck. Whoa! Uh-oh. Yeah, see, that's why you got to be careful when you're doing this. Thankfully, because this is rubber, it's, like, easily malleable, so that's not going to, like, hurt the figure, but still. Alright. Back to it. Let's put Broly's tail down, actually. This is going to be the difficult part. And I also don't want to, like, scratch the figure either. Scratch the parts from that aren't red, anyway. Ah! That is not going on. This is hard. This is always the difficult part of these Kong Brolys. At least they've made it a little easier over time, but it's still not, like, great. I'm gonna be real. I just wish that the hair came on there. At the very least, just don't put the face. I don't know. That is like, I'm struggling to get that on there. Holy moly. Oh my gosh, I'm using like all my strength, dude. Holy moly. Let me flip my hands real quick. Hold on, let me flip them over. He looks so funny when his legs are like so close together like that. He just looks so wrong. It's just like not Broly at all. You know, it doesn't fit his character. Okay. Let's give this another go. This is the part that I knew. Should I get one of these Brolys? If you're a Super Saiyan 4 fan, absolutely. Just know you're going to be struggling getting the head on. I think that's the lesson we have learned here today. Because the angle is so awkward, too, with the angle and everything. Yeah, that head is not going on, then. That might have to have the old hot water treatment. I don't know why regular Super Saiyan 4 Broly was, like, just fine. Oh, boy. Let's try one more time, and then if we can't get it on, we'll come back to Limit Breaker Broly. Because I don't want to, obviously, like, you know, waste the little time we have for the stream. Because if you weren't here for the beginning, I do have to end the stream by 4 o'clock my time. Limit Breaker, normal, or Dark Broly? I honestly would say whatever's your preference. I think that Dark Broly, personally, is the coolest one. And I think that there's also not as many options for a Dark Broly figure. So that would probably be my recommendation. But I think it is quite literally just preference. I got it! Oh, that took a lot. Oh my gosh, that took a lot. That took a lot of strength. Holy moly. Okay. Wow. I'm the first of Broly's victims. My hands are the first of Broly's victims, bro. Holy moly. Ah! Okay, good thing I caught him. Alright, let's give him a smirk. We got it, chat. Everybody celebrate, bro. It looks dope. Oh, yeah, he is really cool. Broly costs more. He does? Awesome stream. Thank you. I did not know the Dragon Stars cost more. Alright. Let's give him the grin. Again, we'll have to put the earrings on later. But let's give him the grin. Oh! Yo! It's always the satisfaction of the end. Why is there... You can see the glare on the lens of the camera there. What the heck? Is that better? Is it just a trick of my eyes? I think it's just a trick of my eyes. Dude, he looks so good, man. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's dope. That's super sick. Look at that. Ooh, man, that's tough. That is tough, chat. That is tough. The sound is kind of glitching. That mine's good. Okay, it might just be like the occasional hiccup. Got the base GT Goku on Friday. Nice. All right. That's 2 Brolys down. And we're also going to have to do these earrings. I don't know if we'll do that on the stream here today, but maybe we'll have to save that for when I do the short on this guy. Oh, he's dope. Dude, I'm sweating, bro. This is a workout. This is a workout to get these Brolys together, man. Holy cow. All right. Let's make way for the next Broly. Make way for the king. Make way for Broly. Holy moly. All right. Awesome. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. I am definitely having a good time. This is fun. See, the thing that I always like about the streams is that, like, they're a lot more chill, right? Like, I enjoy the shorts and the filming and stuff, but it's nice to just be able to talk to you guys, you know? Oh, and I can still see, like, the fibers from my cloth. I can still see the fibers from the cloth from when I had to try and put Broly's head on his dome. Alright, let me take a drink. Which Berserk form of Broly design do you like, Z or Super? I don't know. That's hard to choose. Have a good one, Fred. Thank you for coming by. That's hard to choose. It's really hard to choose because they're both so good. A couple months ago, I think I would have said Super Broly. But nowadays, I feel like I've become a little bit more partial to Z. But I think they're both good. Alright. Woo! We're moving on to Dark Broly. Oh, the face plates are so sick. Okay, hold on. This is one, I'm almost considering buying this guy again. I'm not gonna lie. Just to have the masked Dark Broly and the unmasked Dark Broly. Oh, these are so tough, bro. The smirk is a little bit different. Look at it. It's like half of his smile is up. That's pretty cool. Look at the... Oh my gosh, dude. Like, because they have both of the masks. Look at the masks, bro. The Limit Breaker mask. Woo-hoo-hoo! That is sick. Oh my gosh, that's dope. I almost want to get another Dark Broly just to be able to display him with the mask and the unmasked. Am I crazy? I may be a little bit. Alright, so this is what the chat was talking about earlier, where can you put him with the Dark Broly hair? So the Dark Broly hair sculpt is noticeably really big, especially compared to the normal Broly head sculpt. Let me bring a regular Super Saiyan 4 boy over here. Look at that. Here he is, the normal one. Here's the Dark Broly. Holy cow. People were saying that Kong should have just used that head sculpt for all of them. And then obviously, like, for Limit Breaker, you know, like, make it red. But I don't even think I can disagree. Like, this sculpt is awesome. This is such a... And it's like, I'm pretty sure Super Saiyan 4 Broly in Heroes, I'd have to look it up, also has more of this look. What's up, Chargita? How's it going? Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying the content as well. Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Here, let me look this up just to make sure. Yeah. Kinda. Right, there's a screenshot. I think the normal one is fine. Okay, no, hold on. Look at the Dokkan render, right? That definitely looks more like that hair to me rather than the one that's back there, for sure. I see what people are saying. I get it. I definitely get it. Say hi to the live chat. Hi, live chat. Dude, that's me. Dokkan Assets. How does he turn that way? It's just how Dark Broly looks. It's when he gets the Time Breaker mask put on him, and he gets, which I'm really excited to get to this part, the Dark Dragon Ball, right? Not to be confused with the Black Star Dragon Balls. The Dark Dragon Ball basically just changes how he looks. Alright. Whoo! This is what I'm excited for. Listen, you have to have the normal one, right? You gotta have the normal Super Saiyan 4 Brolys. But the Dark Broly and the Super Saiyan 5 are easily the one I'm the most excited for. You are scaring me. Stop rocking, please. Move your feet back a little bit. Hold on. It's scaring me that he's like wobbling on the table. Alright. Are all of the Brolys even gonna fit on the darn table? I can't even like grip this with one hand, it's so big. Uh-oh. This may have been a... Well. I opened this dumb. Hold on. There we go. That was almost bad. Okay. Anyway. There we go. That was almost really bad. Okay. So what fell? Okay, so his Ki Blast effect is red this time. So that's pretty cool. Definitely a fan of that. The hands, still, somehow, the monster hand... Wait, am I missing a monster hand? It must have fallen somewhere. Not that I really care that I'm missing, like, the beast hand like this. But there's only one in the bag. Huh. Unless when I just dropped all that stuff, it fell on the floor and I'm just not seeing it. That's entirely possible. Okay, well, whatever. Not important. Alright. Dude. Chat, listen. Also, well, these battery things must have been cut by an actual person, because look at the difference in, like, the cut for the... how they send you the batteries. It's so weird. Okay, so, first things first, before we get to this beautiful body that I'm taking a look at here. The effect piece is different this time. We got the cape. Oh! Here's the other hand. I guess it's just on the table. Oh, that one stinks! Oh, chat. Oh my gosh. Dude. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that's stinky. Wow. That's smelly. I'm not gonna lie, that's smelly. I couldn't even handle one Broly on my shelf. Listen, bro, you gotta make room. That's the key. Yeah, that is a little stinky. That is honestly fair. Gray Zone, that's honestly fair. Okay. So this time we have a red effect. That's pretty cool. Definitely a fan of that. That's pretty neat. This is something that you could also, I'm sure, use for, like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Limit Breakers of Vegito, you know, other characters like that. You could use the red for sure. So I'm glad that they have the red. That's pretty dope. And now, for the Dark Broly body. Woo! Dude, I've been seeing pictures of this online. And looking at him, dude, this is nuts. Also smelly. Ew. The stench is killing me, chat. I'm sorry. Oh, man. The smell is so bad. This guy so powerful, he broke the... I just realized, look, the plastic is broken. Oh. Broly is too strong. Alright. Woo! Let's get that head off of there. Ah. Dude. Wow. Oh, this is sick. Okay. I'm going to show this up to the camera. Look at how amazing the Dark Dragon Ball looks in his chest. Wow. They really cooked. Oh my gosh. Broly can also did obtain the Limit Breaker series Super Saiyan 4 Skulls Bearings Play. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's definitely not that bad. Dude. That looks so good. Oh, I'm so excited. This one might end up being my favorite. And Super Saiyan 5 was the one I was looking forward to the most. But, like, the sculpt is so good. Alright, this one's going to be painful, folks. Trying to put this one on is going to be painful. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. Here we go. Let's see if my hands hurt more. Especially since this one's bigger. This is definitely going to have to be done. We're doing the hair first on this one, I guess. Watch this one be like the easiest one to get in somehow, despite how big it is. Yeah, I do see that it is occasionally lagging. I'm watching that on the short stream. I'm not sure how I can fix that. I'll have to see for the next stream if there's something I can do about that. Oh man, oh wow. Yeah, see, this is why whoever asked in the beginning, whoever said, can you put the dark Broly hair on the normal one? Unfortunately, that would be a no. Because this is like really difficult. Let's try it again. Oh my gosh. This is like actually making my hands in pain. Listen. If you get this and you don't have good hands or you have small hands, get someone to help you. Because this is tough. I'm not going to lie. This is tough. Oh my gosh. My hands are too weak from the first two. Dude, this is difficult. Yeah, so I have to try and put it like right on there, right? That is hurting. That is hurting. I'm not going to lie. And I don't want to like damage the chest either because the chest looks so good. Oh man, that's tough. Let's try it this way. Oh! This one might be a case where like the peg is not deep enough to get on the head. Holy moly, dude. Let's put the hands on him. Let's give myself a break real quick. Put these on here. Okay. What hand do we give him for this one? That one's going like that, so we'll do this. And we'll do this. The pop is so satisfying. I don't know if you can hear that from over there. Here, let me hit chat with one. Ready? Oh, that's satisfying. That is satisfying. Okay. Dark Broly, your time has come. I will defeat you. Let's put the hands on him. And I don't mean fight him, because anybody in that, bro, all of our strength combined, chat, we ain't beating this guy. No way. How many humans would it take to defeat Dark Broly? Can we get a power scaler on this, please? Dude, the laugh I just did sounded like Ludwig. There we go. I found that if you don't pinch it this way because the rubber, and if you just push it on, it seems to go on a little bit easier. Alright. Let's put that down. Take a drink of water. Freshen up a little bit. No amount of humans can defeat Broly. Yeah, probably not. Okay. Water drinking. Let's try it again. This is like destroying my towel. Oh, wow. Come on, man. I really want to see this one. And I really want to show it to the stream, too. Oh, man, that's tough. Abel, where are you, bro? I know you were here earlier. I need your strength. Abel, I need you, Abel. Okay. Oh. That might have been it. His head is on backwards. But, okay. How can I do this so that it'll get forward? Oh, I don't want to drag it against the gold. Well, why does that feel loose now? Uh-oh. Don't tell me I broke it. Did I already break it? Oh. Okay. It just came out of the socket a little bit for that piece of hair. There we go. Being very careful. Yes! Oh yeah, those are like not that tight in there. You see that? These two hair pieces are like not very sturdy. Alright! We got the head on! Let's go! Celebrations in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so here's the question. Let's see him with both. Let's see him with both. Let's do him with the unmasked first. And then we'll do him with the masked. This head looks weird, I will admit. This head looked weird when it was on it. But it still looks cool. That's dope. Yeah, this screaming head looks really weird. Hold on, let me change it to a different one. He's got, like, too much forehead. And his, like, mouth looks like, hey. It looks a little silly. Let's give him a screaming head. This, I think, will look a little better. Yeah, not as much forehead showing. Oh, but it is hard to get it on, though. He's got so much darn hair. Alright, you know what? Let's do this. Where did the thing go? What? Hold on. Let's just put the mask head on, bro. Wait, I just realized. These have holes in the top for the old Broly peg, and there is no peg there. Wait, does this guy have a peg? Yeah. Give me your face. No. So they just reprinted the hole, but didn't put a peg for the hole? Okay, that's weird. I never really clocked that in. Do you think Broly believes in Santa? That's a good question. I don't know. All right. These heads, like, aren't really fitting on as well, I feel like. Like, they're not sitting as deeply as they should be. Oh, I see. The peg, I'm tripping. The peg is on this side. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, that's better. Okay, I was just being a dingus before. That's cool. That's definitely pretty sick, right? But we want the mask. That's what we want, for sure. Get him in a pose? Absolutely. Let's get the mask on him first. Let's get the mask on him first, and then we'll pose him up. Because we're opening all of them first. We still have the Super Saiyan 5. Let's see what he looks with the full mask first. I wonder, will it be better? Hold on. Is it better if I do it like this, maybe? Wait, can you take the mask off? Okay, no. I don't want to, like, really pull on it and then break it. Yeah, maybe we do this. Fit that first. Oh, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. Oh! Hold on. I want to see him with the broken mask. I feel like that might be his best look. The mask, like, kind of extrudes a little bit. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have put it on this way first. Maybe I should have. It's weird. Like, I feel like these faces are not, like, sliding in as deep as those. I'm not sure if it's, like, the plastic or something. It feels like it's not going in. Wouldn't that be terrible if, like, Dark Broly was the one I had a QC issue with? Alright. This mask, let's do the broken mask then. Let's do the broken mask, because that one seems to fit in there then. For the sake of the stream, anyway. And then we'll get that there. Hopefully that fits in. I don't really like the peg that they did for this one. I wish it was the other way. Because it's harder to like get the peg in the head. Alright, well for now we'll just leave it like that. Oh wait, I think I got it. Oh yeah, that's okay. That is the... Hold on, let's get him in a pose. Oh yeah. Oh! Oh yeah, that's tough, bro. Let's get him in the center. Dude! Is he gonna stand? He will. Dude! Look at him! Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so cool! I'm waiting for the chat to see it because it's gonna take a minute for it to catch up. But he's the best one so far, anyway. He's easily the best one. He is the best one. There's no denying it. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me get started on opening up the Super Saiyan 5 stuff while y'all are relishing in his glory. He is dope. Bro said, yep, I'm gonna get that one. That is so cool, dude. Let me see if I can even, like... Dude, the Dark Dragon Ball looks so good, man. They really cooked. They really cooked. Wow. What pose looks better? What should his arm be? Sometimes that's the struggle, figuring out where, like, you have, like, a really good pose with, like, the first arm. But then sometimes the second arm, I'm like, what do I do with this? That's pretty good. That's dope. That is dope, chat. Oh my gosh, he's so cool. That's aura right there, baby. That's aura. Okay. Time. How are they gonna top him, bro? Are we really? Is he really gonna get topped by Super Saiyan 5? He's so cool. That is really dope. Warning, Stream Elements bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Uh-oh. I see. Am I dropping frames? I know I've been dropping frames to stream. Let me see if I can turn it down a little bit then. Let me put it at 5,000 kilobits. See if that'll help. See if that'll make the stream a little bit more consistent. Yeah, that's dope. Alright. Super Saiyan 5 time. Dark Broly, I'm sorry, but you masterpiece of a figure, you're gonna have... I'm glad I was looking when that happened. That's why you gotta be careful with these guys. Naughty, naughty Broly. Ah! And something else on my shelf just fell over. Oh my gosh, I bumped my shelf and all my figures are falling. No! Chat, we're cooked. We're cooked, chat. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Gotta get out the step ladder. Hold on. Oh, I see. Luffy fell into Yugi. Oh no. Let me put my Diamond Boys back. Perfect. Yugi, I'm sorry, bro. Luffy didn't mean to attack you. He doesn't know any better. He just attacks everyone he sees on sight. He's a menace. He just wants to be the Pirate King, and you're the King of Games. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I gotta be really careful because, like, all my figures are just, like, stood up by, are just stood up by sheer willpower. So if I pump the shelf, I'm cooked. When will you go back to making full videos? What's up, Alan? That's a good question, man. Wait, how did your comment? Oh, I'm in the wrong chat on my PC. There we go. Please post Super Saiyan 4 to... No. I will not be doing that. Full videos. Here's the thing. As we're opening up Super Saiyan 5 Broly. Let's put Dark Broly in the background. Switch it up a little bit. Super Saiyan 4, you've had your time in the spotlight. Let's get this man here. We'll prop him up against the door there. There we go. All right. Anyhow, in regards to your question about the full figures, here's the thing, or the full figures, the full videos. I do enjoy the full videos. Don't get me wrong, but I have really been enjoying the shorts. It's a lot of nice creative freedom. And they don't take as long to make. And I really feel like where I'm at right now, I just really enjoy making the shorts and making the content that I make. And so someday it would be nice to go back to long form videos, but honestly, like right now I've just been really enjoying the like creative aspects of making the shorts, and you know, like just being able to pop out 3 ideas every week and, you know, like have those go up on the channel and seeing all you guys enjoying them. And, you know, obviously shorts also. Of course, shorts are popping right now when it comes to viewership, right? Because YouTube's trying to push them a lot more. So, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't really have an answer for you. Someday I would definitely like to, but I just don't know if right now it's in the cards. So I don't want to get your hopes up on that front. But that is also part of the reason why I'm streaming, right? And why in the future I would like to do more of these streams, because this is the way that I can interact with the audience through doing these streams. And this has been fun so far. And I did one before and it was very fun. So hopefully I will do one of these again in the future, because this one is kind of like, I don't know if I'd call it a test, but sorta. I'm your biggest fan. What's up, Miguel? Well, thank you, biggest fan, for being here today. I appreciate it, bro. My biggest fan has got to be here, of course. Thank you for coming by, bro. This looks awesome. They got the thing. Alright, so the faceplates for this guy, is there anything unique for him for Super Saiyan 5? Does he have Broly for this? This one, like, somehow in my brain looks slightly different, but I can't really tell. The rest of these look to be the same, more or less. This one might be slightly different, but... Camera, can you focus, bro? Okay. It's just deciding not. It's just deciding not to focus. Okay, whatever. Let's put our heads over here. Now let's take a look at this Super Saiyan 5. Now, if we thought that the Dark Broly head sculpt was going to be hard, ladies and gentlemen, I urge you. Oh my gosh. This is painful just looking at it. Look at this thing. Look at this monstrosity of a hair sculpt. Holy moly. Let's get the bang out. It is stuttering. I'm sorry about the stuttering. Unfortunately, I don't think there's much I can do about that. I'm going to see if I can't, like, fix that for next time. But, like, in the middle of the stream, it's a little bit harder for me to, oh, geez. Try and fix that. Okay. Fair enough. No, that's valid. I'm probably going to get Tamashi's Broly as well. But obviously, like, these guys, like Dark Broly, right? Like, when are we ever going to get a Dark Broly figure? That'll never happen, right? So, like, these ones I feel like are a little bit more fair. But for the official Broly, of course. Do they even got the bang? They got the Super Saiyan 5 bang. Ooh, that's sick. Okay, let's just see how it looks. Wow. That's big! That's pretty big. I'm sure that some of this is reused from their Super Saiyan 3, excuse me, Broly head sculpt. I would not be surprised because it looks quite similar. Alright. I have a feeling your collection's bigger than mine. Well, my collection is pretty big. I can't deny that. I certainly cannot deny that. Alright. Hopefully the table is able to withstand the power of Super Saiyan 5. His skin is cold, ladies and gentlemen. He's got white hair. And he's one powerful boy. Ah, there we go. It's hard now with the Super Saiyan 4 Broly's back there. It's harder for me to, like... You know, maybe that's what I need to do, honestly. Maybe I need to... Oh, now the stream's just straight up hiccuping. There we go. Uh-oh. Don't know if my internet, but it's lagging. I see that. I think it should pick back up in a second. Collect the cards? Nice. Uh-oh. Yeah, I see that it's lagging. Okay, well, there we go. I just refreshed it, and it seems like it's working fine. Yeah, I'll have to work out the kinks, like I said. I have not streamed in quite some time. So, on all the technical aspects, I'm a little rusty. Blue? Oh, that's cool. Won't be doing T-Week this year? Dude, I have not done anything for T-Week. I'm going to be so real. Okay. Ooh, the white fur. And once again, these are out for some reason. Alright. I'm going to have to, like, put this on my bed. 5 binders complete with Dragon Ball cards? That's dope. Is it doing better? I can't tell. Hopefully the stream's doing okay. I'm trying my best. Okay, so blue does look cool for the Ki Blast. That's pretty dope. Let's get the batteries out. Ah, free him. Oh, that one smells... Why is it the blast effect that smells so bad? Alright, well this is cool. The blue blast effect is dope. It's a little bit like different color than like a Kamehameha blue. But that's still really cool. I'll be curious to see how all of these look lit up. Wow, okay, that's cool. Let's put that to the side for now. Yeah, it is lagging. Maybe what I need to do for next time too is maybe what I need to do for next time is not stream on TikTok, as sad as it is to say, or try my other internet connection, because I have one that I believe is a little bit faster, but due to some shenanigans at the beginning of the stream, I couldn't switch to it, so I'll have to, like, try and see if those settings I can change for next time. All right. Super Saiyan 5. He's beautiful. Ah! Oh, everything just fell. It's okay. That is... I can't even reach it with how the camera is. Whatever. It's staying on the floor. It's so funny to me that they put detail. Like, why do they bother putting detail on the animal head when nobody is going to use it, you know? Unless you are really somebody who is, like, apt on using the animal sculpt for some reason. There's the body. Why does he feel lighter than the others? He's the same size. I don't know. Is he like hollow? Maybe? He feels different. I don't know why. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay. Alright. This is where the fun begins. We're going to have to put the hands on him. What do we do for him? What head are we going to use? Smirk, smirk, smirk. Maybe we give him the... Let's just give him fists, I guess. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can see the pixels, bro. Here we go. This is the fun part. Hands on. Now, if the Super Saiyan 5 head goes on easier than the Limit Breaker head, bro, having beef about cards in the comment section? That's crazy. Listen, both of you got a good collection. That's really the end all be all. Alright. Comes the tough part. This monstrosity. How are we going to get this on the figure? Your guess is as good as mine, chat. Let's go. Oh, man. This is the worst part. This is going to be the worst part. It's like barely even... Okay, come on. Dude, my wrists are going to be in so much pain after this stream. Okay, you know what? Let me do this. Oh, yep. Okay, hold on. Before I do this, I was going to say, this just popped off, but that's okay. We can just, like, you know, plug it back in. Yeah, these feel like a little loose. Maybe I need to tighten up the joint. I mean, it'll be tight against his shoulder, but it's interesting that those feel a little bit too loose. Oh my gosh. You know what's funny is this honestly feels a little easier. Only because of the fact that there's like more hair to crap. Oh jeez, here we go. My skin is not cold enough for this. Although you can't grab them from the back. Wait, did I? Oh no. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Maybe I should have used the hot water. I'm regretting that decision now. No. Yeah. Nope. Come on, man. Just go on there. Ah. Whew. I need to hear the pop. I need to hear it. Let me take another drink of water. He's going Super Saiyan. I really am. Oh my gosh. Okay. I am indeed going Super Saiyan. Alright, we aren't dropping frames right now, so that's good. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh. I'm not sure if the stream is... Hopefully it's still there. Uh-oh. I'm seeing 0 viewers on my end. Is that one of your picture for your channel? Which picture? Hopefully it should be... Okay. It says it's okay. I don't know. See, the weird thing is YouTube is telling me something different from what OBS is telling me, so... Hopefully you guys can still see the stream. I don't know. It's hard for me to... Like, the problem is, when I'm live, I wish there was a better way to tell how it's going, but... I guess that's for after the stream me to figure out. Nope. That's really killing my wrist. Holy moly. They really need to have these attached. Alright. Let me see. Maybe I try this backwards again, because that worked for Dark Broly. And then just, like, twist the head around. It's not like actually pushing it like in there is the problem, because the socket is so deep. The picture I'm asking about, Wonder, is the yellow hair and the fresh cut. Yeah, that's Waveku. That's a channel mascot, bro. Dragon Motion Blair. What's up, man? Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Yes, that is Waveku. He has been the Dokkan Assets mascot for quite some time now. Oh, it's not going in. Alright, you know what I'm going to try? Here's what I'm going to do. I don't want to break the whole figure. I don't think I will. But, here's what we're going to do. Can I pop that out? We're going to try and pop the torso off. I don't want to break it. Oh, there we go. Oh. Huh. That came apart a lot differently than the other Broly. Wave crew, yes sir. Hashtag Wave Squad, baby. Okay, so this is interesting. So let's take a look inside Broly. So, this piece just like slides on here to make the torso. But on the other Broly, well, I guess you could still pull it apart there, right? The socket right there. But I guess it's just not attached to this, which is what I'm used to. But this will still serve our purpose. So yeah, so then this would be how we would, like, if we wanted to take off the cape, but obviously the tail is, like, preventing us from doing that because the tail is in the hole. So we'll leave him there for now, but here's what we're going to do. This helped me with a Broly in the past, so I'm hoping that maybe this will work now. He does the torso mod with my own figure Ultra Ego custom made by me. How does the torso mod? I'm not sure. I've never done, I'm going to be so real, chat. I've never done a like a torso mod to a figure, even though I'm sure that there's some that could use it. Because I'm always scared of breaking it. Which maybe I just shouldn't be, but it's interesting that this guy's engineered on the inside a little bit differently than the last one. But hopefully that just means Kong is learning. Alright. Let's try this again. Oh, look how easy that was! Oh! That was so easy that time. Okay, that's what I should have done with all the Brolys. Look at that. That's so much easier, bro. Okay, let's just be careful. Yeah, let's be careful. Okay, cool. That was way easier. Okay. Now we just need to put them back together. And let me actually grab the towel. Do you have the Ultra Vegeta, Ultra Ego Vegeta? Which one? Yeah, I do usually use hot water, but the problem is it's kind of hard to do with my stream setup. Alright, well let's put this, it's so interesting how he's engineered on the inside, by the way. Look at that. Very interesting. Alright. Is that as far in as it can go? Yeah, I think so. Alright, cool. That's back together. And now, let's put his waist back on. Oh, that was easy. Okay. This guy might need a stand. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that hair. That is heavy. What if we articulate it like that? Well, that's a little better. Yeah, these hair pieces are so loose. Weird. Alright. Let's give him a face. Should we give him the, we'll give him the stern expression. Oh my gosh, that did not go on very well. There we go. And the Super Saiyan 5 hair. How, what the heck? Also, I noticed that like the front piece of this is definitely just like this hair, but just colored white. Alright, I think that's on there. Looks fine to me. Dude. Dude. This guy is sick. It is amazing that we have a... hold on, let me do like a walking pose for him. Hold on. Let's get him walking forward. The aura that this man exudes is crazy, dude. Can he actually stand up? I saw this in one of the promotional pictures where he was standing when he was walking, and I'm like, there's actually no way with how heavy that hair is. Oh, maybe? I feel like his legs are going to buckle any second. That's kind of like less of a walking pose, I'm not going to lie. Problem is, because of how heavy he is, I can't like put his other leg back anymore. Are you gonna stay? I'm a little afraid. Are you gonna stay? Please be a good boy. Okay. he's staying. I see the stream is like my frames are dropping like crazy. But he's there. There he is, Super Saiyan 5 Broly in all his glory. Wow. This guy is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I expected Dark Broly to be my favorite one. But I think this guy might be my favorite. I think this... Or, I'm sorry. I expected this guy to be my favorite, rather. Excuse me. But Dark Broly might just be my favorite one. That... Wow. But he is still really cool, nonetheless. He is still really cool, nonetheless. Holy cow. That was, like, hard to do. That was actually so difficult to do. I have a card of Dark Broly? Nice. Wow. Okay. This is dope. I don't know. So now here's what the thing, chat. What do we do now? Ah! He fell! I looked away for 2 seconds. At least he fell backwards and not forwards. Yeah, he's gonna need a stand. The rest of these guys, I think, might be fine. Even Dark Broly, but... I really think the problem with Kong's Super Saiyan 3-esque Broly figures is that the legs, and it looks like the torso on him, like that torso is pretty loose, no? I think the problem is that they're not like, the joints aren't tight enough. Like I feel like on those guys it's fine to have them be a little bit more fluid like this, but I feel like on this you almost want them a little bit more tight. Just to be able to like have him not topple, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let me know what you think in the comments, but he does look good though. He is dope. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with all of these guys actually. Yeah, and then of course the posability with his hair. Yeah, that's gonna take him down. I might need to use hold on, I might need to take down my Super Saiyan 3 Broly and use his stand. Yeah, I think that might be the move. Holy figure. Nah, my internet's being a little silly. I apologize about that. I'm going to see if I can fix that. But here, let me snag. So here's the thing, chat. What do we want to do now? I thought this would actually take longer to put these guys together, but I guess not. I want to do some poses and some recording, but I need to put the earrings on them. Let me move this also to the side a little bit so then I'm not like blocking it as much because I'm noticing that that's happening. There we go. Should I just put the earrings on? What do you think? Earrings? Alright, well then I guess we'll put them on. Yeah, oh my gosh, it looks so crunchy on the shorts. Let me get my, let me sit for a second here. Oh my gosh. My back, bro, my achy bakey bones. Let's see. Yeah, because see, like, I'm looking on... Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, because it's so weird. Like, I'm looking on my phone. And it looks fine. Well, on my PC it looks fine, but then I look on my phone and it looks a little bit yucky. But here's what we'll do. Uh-oh. Don't grab that. We can also do this. Do this. Oh, the music turned off. What happened? Hopefully there's been music. Oh, I think it was because I just stopped it like a dingus. Hold on. Unless it all already finished. I'm watching the stream. I'm lagging. Okay. Well, like I said, next time I'll have to work on that a little bit better. Or see if there's any like settings that I could change to make that work. But here's what we're going to do for now. Let's grab the model kit clippers. Don't ask why there's a fork in there. You don't need to know. No, for real though, the fork is it's a tool that I use sometimes for getting pegs off, actually. That is the main thing I'm going to do. Welcome back, Matches. All good, man. Have a good day. Good luck on your homework. He's back in the shorts chat. Nah, no need to apologize, bro. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day. All right. So this is going to be the tough part, the earrings. Because this is going to be super monotonous. Oh, I did not like the sound of that. But I'm not willing to face whatever that was and look under the cape. All right. Yeah. This guy's definitely going to need to stand, for sure. The earrings is what we'll do first, though. Packing up my entire collection. Oh, dope. Did you figure it out where you're going to put the Brolys? No, I did not. I have not figured that out. Oh, jeez. I forgot. Broly is... All right, we'll do that in a second. We'll worry about that in a second. Let's do one thing at a time. Let's do the earrings first. Let's do the earrings first. So this is always the thing that I'm a little bit frustrated with about this figure. Or, well, the Brolys. Is that you have these little... I don't even know if the camera's going to focus on this. These little earrings here, right? And, you have to apply them. Manually. Now, you can just pop them off. But I like to use model kit clippers. And just snip them right off because I feel like it makes for a bit of a cleaner cut rather than just breaking it. And then you can get the excess plastic off of there. And that makes a very clean break. And you even see that. Kinda. Alright, so I guess let's just start putting it on heads. I guess let's just start because we want these on every single one. I have an idea how to move your Brolys. So what's that? Yes, I did go to the pop-up. I did indeed go to the pop-up. The lines were certainly something. Needless to say, the lines were very, very long. Let me put this up here so I can actually see it so I don't have to keep like looking down since we're not posing yet. I'll put the stream up here so I can read the chat. Thank you all for coming out, by the way. I know I've been so absorbed in all these Brolys that I don't know if I have said that yet. But thank you all for coming out today. I know this was a very impromptu stream. I want to do this again, and I want to do it more often because I enjoy streaming and I enjoy talking to you guys. But it's really a little bit easier for me to do it when I am like getting a big batch of figures. You won't leave? Okay. Well, if you want to have it on in the background, though, by all means. Kudos to you for doing that event. Yeah, I don't think it's for me. It doesn't make any sense for me to go. All good, my guy. I mean, listen, it's content. It was so funny, matches. Have them sitting down. I don't know how I would have them sitting down in pose that would look good. But that is a decent suggestion, though. Yeah, see, like when the earrings are on there, it looks good. It looks cool. But putting the earrings on there is the annoying part. But yeah. Now, matches on the topic of the stream, or on the topic of the event. Yeah, I mean, for me, it was convenient, right? So that helped. The fact that I was able to go. But the other thing is, I was basically just really, frankly, blessed by the people in line, because I had so many I dropped one of the earrings. No. Oh, that might be gone. It's so small, it's hard to see the earring. All right, well, thankfully they give you a couple extra, so hopefully I'll find that eventually, but I just won't worry about it for the time being. Yeah, that's fair, man. I mean, the lines, though, I can completely understand anybody who doesn't want to wait in those lines. I mean, like I said in the video, I know you watched it, but the first day, I got there at 8 a.m., and I believe we did not get out of line until 12:30, I want to say. And then day 2, we got there at 7. And I want to say we got out of line at maybe 1:30, something like that. And then the second day was straight up 8 hours. Or the third day, rather, excuse me, was 8 hours. Because we got there at 5:20 a.m. And, yeah, we were in line for 8 hours. Just like I said in the video, I think that if you are going to the event just to have fun and to enjoy, like, the stuff that they have to do, insane. Yeah, absolutely. If you're going just to enjoy the event and see the exhibits and, like, the upcoming figures and stuff and not concern yourself with the merch, it's fun. It was a great time. The activities were cool. They gave out free stuff. You got to talk to fans. That was dope. I love that part. But having, you know, having to wait all that time was definitely stinky. Thankfully, all good, Miguel. Thankfully, like I said, there was nice people in line that we got to talk to. But also, for me, I'm a very dedicated person. I'm a very stubborn person. So for me, stuff like that doesn't bother me as much waiting in line. But I understand that not everybody has as much perseverance. And as well in your case, right, it's also like, well, you're coming from a far distance. So it's not like for you, you can just go home, you know, afterward. So I understand that, obviously. But, like, even just, like I said, like, the guy on Sunday, who was the first in line, had been there since 11 p.m. the day before. Like, that's, like, unreasonable. You know, like, how do you beat that? And I just don't think you can, feasibly. Bedtime is 10 to 11, so I have to camp out at 12. This would be horrible for an old man, especially 4 hours away. Yeah, that's fair. I just bent this earring. Let me fix it with one of my tools. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. I really don't. I absolutely do not. And it is, though, it's such a shame. It's such a shame because of the fact that The figure now, like, even the Super Master Stars piece, I have not looked up how expensive they are now. I'm sure that they're also high. But that Genki Dai Matsuri Goku, man, I saw a listing, like the listings I've been seeing on eBay. Bro has been going for like 400 consistently, which is nuts. So, but here's the thing though, if you literally just don't get in the merch line matches and you just go just to film like a vlog basically, like, I mean, you could do that. And I'm sure you'd have a good time with that. Oh, I just broke the earring. Well, that's why they give you extra, I guess. The nice thing is they give you 2 full runners of the earrings. So that's good. Is this also... I don't know when I'm, like, standing here, if this is in frame. I'm going to maybe move this over a little bit, just in case. Because I can't tell, like, if my hands are actually in the frame. Hopefully they are. The cost would be hard to justify. That's understandable. That's very understandable. Dragon Ball grossly underestimates popularity. It's just the norm, it seems. I have a sponsor who covered the UN. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, no, I think that that was honestly like the part for them that was really unfortunate, is that they highly underestimated the amount of people that were going to be there. Are you excited? Oh, absolutely. 100% excited for the new stuff with Dragon Ball. I mean, I love the Moro arc, so I'm really excited to see that animated. Dude, these earrings are like giving me so much trouble right now. But yeah, I'm excited. I do hope that we get more of the manga eventually, because, like, they might have Toyotaro... Oh, and I lost the earring. Whoopsie. They might have Toyotaro, like, locked up and betrayed right now, bro. Like, it's crazy that we have not heard anything about the manga. Are you going to read Granola? Yeah. So, as for Granola... I've actually already started reading it. What did I leave off? I think I left off on where you meet Minato. Is that the name of the Namekian that lives with Granola? I think, right? I know. I've started reading it already, but I haven't posted about it because, you know, eventually I am. But I've just been, like, focusing on other stuff. And, listen, a little, like, you know, I do want to, like, post all that eventually, and I have screenshots prepared for it. But it's just, like, at the moment, you know, I'm just like, because that was a lot, I'm not going to lie, even though it probably didn't seem like it. It was quite a bit to post all that stuff all the time, like all those days in a row. And don't get me wrong, I did really, really enjoy it. But I was like, dude, I cannot do that again, like so close to last time. Because it was just a lot. But I'm really glad people enjoyed it. I did not expect it to, you know, I did not expect people to, like, enjoy that whole thing as much as they did. So that was nice, honestly. Speaking of Granola, the only way I made my Ultra Ego custom figure last week is I actually read Among Us. What do you mean? Those figures are fire. Yes, sir. This earring is, like, being troublesome. That's the problem. The earrings look so good sometimes. But then other times they are just, like, so troublesome to put on. Totally gay, closing on a house. That's awesome, man. Starting a new job and getting married all over the course of next month. That's impressive. Well, congratulations on getting married. That's dope. Congratulations on your house as well. That's sick. I know, it's so hard, right? Because, like, content is that thing that you want to do so bad. But then sometimes it's like you have all this other stuff you want to do too, or even just like, you know, general life stuff, and you're like, man, I just want to sit down and make videos. I get it. But yeah, no, and I've been really honestly like, I have really been enjoying the shorts content. I know probably for a lot of people, maybe they don't like, I don't want to say understand it, but I'll take a drink of water. I feel like for a lot of people, shorts is like the supplementary content, but for me, I've really been enjoying having it be the main content. Content is demanding. Dude, I'm telling you, there was a time where I was uploading daily on the Dokkan Assets channel some time ago. I lost the earring again! This was not... Oh, wait, I found 2 of the earrings. Oh, look at that. Oh, I found all 3 of them. Oh. Let's go. That was completely unintentional. They all landed next to each other. But yeah, I was doing content daily at 1-2. You too, 2024? Yeah. Dude. It's like, it's fun, but it's rough. I'm not going to lie. It takes a lot. And it takes a toll. Like... And there would be days where I'm just like, man, I don't want to make a video today. And I hate thinking like that. Because obviously making content is something I enjoy, and I genuinely don't think like at any point in my life there will be a time where I'm not doing something on YouTube, because it's just something that I'm extremely passionate about. But doing that daily grind is hard. Right, exactly. Then when the videos don't do that well, you're like, dude, this sucks. Especially when you put your heart and soul into it. Dude, can we talk about, by the way, how much longer this earring thing is taking than just opening the Brolys? Oh, man, this is always the part that I don't like about these Kong Brolys. I just wish they came on the head. Doesn't help I have big hands, so that also doesn't make it easy for me. Yeah, nah, that, especially when you work on a video like that, and you're really proud of it, and then it just, like, bombs, that's always so sad. But yeah, like, that's part of the reason why I stopped posting the assets for Dokkan Assets, was because of the fact that, like, it was becoming something that I didn't enjoy. Because I felt like every time I was hopping on, okay, buddy. Every time I would hop on to do a data download, I would be like, good pulls. I did have some good pulls yesterday. But it would be like every time I would hop on a data download, not at the beginning, but towards the end of the journey, I really was like, oh man, I really have to sit down and do this right now. Like, there's so many other things that I would rather be doing. And I hated feeling like that, because the assets are something I enjoy, and I enjoyed posting. And so that's why for me, I was like, well, I don't want something that I love to become something that I hate. And so because I was beginning to resent it every day to download, because it almost felt like, man, Dokkan has control of my life. You know, it's like, even if I want to do something or go out, hang out with friends, or even just like work on another project or something like that, it's like, nope. Lock in, buddy. Time to do the data download. You know, sit in your chair for the next like 4 to 8 hours and clock in. And so, again, in its heyday, I really enjoy that. But same thing happened to me, especially when... Oh, yeah. And listen, bro. Listen. I get toxic comments all the time. There are people on Twitter that hate me, bro. They hate me. And you know what? If they want to, you know, be miserable and waste their time, like, you know, tweeting under my tweets, that's fine, because frankly, they're just pushing me in the algorithm anyway. But I will say that was a reason why I really liked going to that Dragon Ball event. And listen, I know that sometimes my takes on Twitter are like out there or like crazy or like, you know, I'll say something wild on Twitter. Like, I'm aware of it. You know, I'm sure people think like, oh, this guy's stupid. You know, and well, I mean, I am stupid sometimes. Everybody's stupid sometimes. But like, by the way, that's Super Saiyan 5 Broly done only. We still have the rest of these heads to do. Oh my gosh. But, you know, and I understand I'm wilding out on Twitter sometimes. I get it. And I understand that people are either frustrated or, you know, people have nothing better to do with their time besides be on Twitter anyway, which is ironic coming from me of all people. But, you know, and there's both sides. Some people have valid criticisms, and some people are just there to hate, right? But, regardless, right, the Dragon Ball event was so fun for me because I had people coming up to me and talking to me, you know, who knew who I was. And it was like, oh my gosh, there are nice people out there. And, you know, like, I know that. Of course I know that, right? Like, and of course that's obvious that there's people who like you. Otherwise you wouldn't be getting consistent viewership. But it was just like a nice reminder, you know, that it's like, dang, there really are some good people out there, you know? It's always nice to kind of have that feeling of, man, these people are really nice, you know, and are not only just like, you know, the fan aspect is cool, of course, but I think for me it's more like these are just fellow Dragon Ball fans who are just nice people, and Twitter is not the world we live in. You know, it may seem like that with what you see on the internet, but the world is a lot better than people give it credit for. And that's what I think, right? And this weekend really reminded me of that. That people are good, right? Let's see. Same thing happened. Yeah, taking your time on content does produce better content. Absolutely. 100%. And that's why I think I also stopped doing the daily uploads, because at some point I was like, man, this is just like not great. And that was frustrating to me because I want the content to be good. Seeing your pics almost convinced me to go, but then your video did the opposite. Yeah, nah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, the pictures, you know, obviously it looks very fun, but the, you know, the part that you don't see is the waiting in line for 8 hours part. What's up, DJ K? Found one of your lives after all this time. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, people do need to touch grass, man. People really do. Yeah, people, like, that's the thing that I feel like, you know, you see that because we're on Twitter every single day, and we're, of course, not interacting with, like, Dragon Ball fans and stuff every day. But, when you really get to meet those people and see them in real life, and you're like, okay, well, you know, obviously you know that they exist. Like, it's stupid not to say, but it's just a reminder. You know, the reminder that those people are there and that those people are good. And I think for me, that was really a highlight of the event. I was like, man, we eating good, you know? We do really have some great people in this community. See if I can stretch this to fix it. This one might be a done. This one might be a done. Yeah, I think I'm just going to scrap this one. It's okay. We got a bunch. At the very least, even though these things are kind of hard to put on, they give you a lot. So, that's good. Yeah, like somebody made me... I know I showed it off in the video. But like, dude, this Waveku painting that this guy painted, it's painted on like the inside of the glass. That's so cool. I still don't know where this is going in the room. But it's going to go somewhere. Well, I will say I've been watching you since like 2021. Wow, you're a bad person. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I think that it's also like, too, I'm sure that there's people out there who think I'm a bad person. I mean, surely, right? Like, people, because people also take, like, dude, it takes on Dokkan and Dragon Ball, bro. Like, I don't even think I do anything that, like, controversial. You know, like, I don't talk about real world issues. I don't talk about politics. You know, I try and keep that out of all of my content. You know, because frankly, on a lot of it, I'm just so uninformed on it that I can't form an opinion on it, because then, you know, I don't think I'm doing it justice because I don't know enough of what I'm talking about. But also, it's just like, dude, I'm a Dragon Ball figure content creator. Why is that necessary in my content? You know? So, for me, it's always so funny to me that people get so heated because, like, bro, it's Dokkan Battle or Legends. 2021, wow, that's crazy. There's no need to hate or demonize for opposing views. Yeah, absolutely. I would 100% agree with that. And, like, clowning on somebody is one thing on Twitter, right? Like, people do that all the time, and, like, jokes are fine. You know, like, that I don't mind as much. And sometimes it's a little hard to tell a joke from, like, you know, somebody slinging mud over the, you know, like, the internet. But your video game opinions are bad. Yeah, like, bro, like, dude, it's a Dragon Ball gacha game, bro. It's not that serious. And I know that's ironic considering, like, the rants that I go on Twitter about the game. But it's because I'm passionate about it. But at the end of the day, dude, it's just a game. You know? So it's always so funny to me when people get heated. I did not know you've been watching since 2021, man. That's dope. I do remember, though, like, there was that one time. I found out about you because I was just watching YouTube. And I got recommended, like, one of your videos, because, you know, obviously I watch Dragon Ball figure videos. I was like, oh, this guy's pretty cool. And I think when I commented on the video, I'm pretty sure I remember you saying, like, oh my gosh, Dokkan assets or something like that. And it's always so funny to me when people say that, because, like, I'm sure that, you know, like, it makes sense why, of course, but it's like, dude, I'm just a guy. At the end of the day, I'm just a guy. Been watching since 2022. W, thank you for the support, man. I appreciate it. Always appreciate it. 2023. Hey, nothing wrong with that, bro. See, and that makes sense why people are asking me for a face reveal, man. But there's nothing wrong with that. New or old, I appreciate the support. But yeah, nah. And it's nice to meet some other people in the figure community matches. Because I was like, dude, like, I collect figures, but I feel like I'm on an island. Just a fan. LOL, I'm a small fish. I mean, it's funny, dude, because, like, for me, even, like, people that I watch, though, like, the thing that is funny about me saying that, about, like, dude, I'm just a guy, you know, is that, like, then, though, when I, like, get to talk to content creators, like, even you, or, like, you know, I'm a big fan of my boy Dino, Big Dino Reviews, like, when I get to talk to, like, you know, people that I know, I'm like, dude, this is awesome, like, you know, this is so cool. And it's funny because in my head, you know, I'm like, oh, you know, it's like, whatever. The Carthu, Dodo, Smugstick comment on my videos. That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, like, and those guys are nice. I'm not as familiar with Donadoya. I don't really watch his content. It's nothing against him. It's just like I've just like never gotten into him. Carthu and Smug, though, I do watch. I talk to them like, oh, once in a blue moon we'll chat in DMs. They're both cool cats. But I think both of them are very nice people. And it's, like, funny, too, because, like, even them, right, you think about, like, they're literally just, like, making Dragon Ball videos, and some of the comments that they get on stuff, I'm like, dog, this is a video about all Goku forms. How can you be this angry? Funny. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like his content. Okay, I'm going to try a different earring. I know a bunch of my friends really enjoy his content, but for me, I've just never gotten into him. It's like literally nothing against him. Because I think around the time, or maybe a little after, that like him and Ryan were kind of like starting to do his stuff, I was stopping watching like Ryan Styles content just because like, I don't know. Sometimes with me and content, it comes in waves. Like, I'll watch someone's content for, like, a long time and, like, binge it and, like, keep up with every video. And then, like, I'll just stop watching them for a long time. And it's, like, nothing wrong with them. It's just, like, I'm just watching other stuff. And then I'll go back and be like, oh, yeah, this guy. Holy Broly. What's up, DBZ Toys? Yo, these earrings are cooking me right now, bro. Can I show you this? Hold on. I'm friends with a PokeTuber named Dobbs. This sounds familiar. It's funny how small of a work you can feel and then you see the content, space, and connections. Absolutely. Dude, these earrings are cooking me. I'm so grateful there's so many in the bag. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Can you even see how bent this is? Maybe it's the... Is it the camera that's lagging, maybe? Rather than the stream? I'm gonna have to see if I can fix that. Because sometimes it looks fine. I think the other problem is, too, when it comes to the, like, strength of the stream, is the camera is wireless that I'm using. So that's another thing that has to be using up data on the internet that's taking away from the stream. Well, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying me putting earrings on. Watching me putting earrings on Broly. This is always the most tedious part. We're still only on Dark Broly, bro. This is the most annoying part about this. I need to talk to Anime Mythos CEO. And, like, tell him, dog, please, put the dang earrings on. Putting earrings? Nah, you're just losing them, bro. Nah, I found the 3 that I dropped. Ah! Well, there goes the whole thing. Yeah, because the thing is that stinks is that you have to, like, slide them onto the ear and, like, push them on. And then sometimes it, like, just doesn't go. Dog, hey, your games begin Goku? How did that happen? I'm so sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Certified my dog ate my homework moment, bro. It doesn't help. I should have cut my nails before I did this. Because I would have a little bit, like the slightest more range that I need, I would have it if I cut my nails, but I'm going to cut them tonight. Oh, there you go, there you go. Broke your heart? I don't blame you, man. So, oh, I almost lost that one. Oh, maybe I did. Okay, well, it's gone. So here's a question for you, Matches. Do you collect SHF at all? Because like I was telling you, I used to collect Kuji and Banpresto a lot more. But nowadays, it's more the SHF stuff, and I've really been enjoying the third-party stuff as well. Oh, we cannot use that earring. I just realized I don't even know if this will come up on camera, but yeah, the camera is also lagging. I think that might be something that would be a solution for next time. It's also weird, I will say. Oh my gosh, yeah, the connection right now is terrible. Sorry about that. It's also interesting, it seems like it's prioritizing the connection on the vertical stream rather than the horizontal stream. That's really interesting. I appreciate for what it is, but it should not serve me. I get recorded posing and putting them all together. I don't like the mechanical toilet. That's fair. I understand that. Have I done any giveaways lately? I have not. I like giveaways, don't get me wrong, but I think the problem for me with giveaways is you have people who come, they subscribe for the giveaway, that's what they stay for, and then they sub, and then they never watch your content again. And at that point, it's like, well, it's nice to give the giveaway, but then if the giveaway doesn't go to a member of your community who like actually watches your content consistently, then it's like, well, I feel like it was kind of a waste. And then you just get a bunch of dead subs. So I'm not really the biggest fan of doing giveaways like that, I suppose, because it's hard for you to be able to like ensure that somebody who actually watches your content gets it. But no, that's understandable, Matches. I mean, let me put it to you this way. I have a friend of mine who also likes figures and stuff, but he collects more statues and nothing like crazy. He's got a small collection, but he every time I talk to him and I'm trying to get him into like SHF figures, he's like, "Oh, the diaper figures." And because, you know, like sometimes SHF figures look like they have like a diaper on. And so that's what he always calls them. And I'm like, man, you suck. But, you know, I get it though. Like some people don't want to do the posing. And for me, I enjoy like the creative aspect of the posing, right? Like the fact that I get to come up with the poses and like do all these cool backgrounds and stuff like that. Like I think that aspect of things is really fun. Learn to respect it. Go. See, that's what's so funny that you say that. Also, that's usually why I do member giveaways. That's fair. I guess that's a good way to ensure it. Yeah, I don't know. The thing that's so funny though is that like I wouldn't say that I was talking smack about SHF, but like I was always like, oh man, why would I ever buy this thing? You know, and have like the clearly superior statue. But, you know, and I don't get me wrong, I love Ichiban Kuji, I love Bam Presto. I mean, like, the shelf literally over there is filled with, you know, like, statues. And occasionally I do still collect the statue here or there. What was the most recent edition of the collection? I got the Bam Presto Daima Forku in 3 Jita. Before that, it might have been the Goku and Vegeta from Dragon History. The Kaioken punching Saiyan Saga. That figure is mad nice. I really want the Dragon History of Goku gut punching Piccolo from OG Dragon Ball. I gotta pick that up someday, but I found a great deal on Best Buy for that Kuji Goku versus Vegeta, so I picked that up because it was like I really wanted it. Also the Angel Goku. I love the Angel Goku, the Ichiban Kuji one. I forget what set it's from, but that's another one of my favorite figures in my collection. But yeah, I understand it though, because it's like, oh man, it's just like, you know, they like feel more like action figure-esque, or, you know, they're not as high quality sometimes, or they just don't look as good, blah 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 blah. But I think that the creative aspects of them, and also being able to like customize them a lot more, you know, with just like different heads and stuff like that, that aspect of things has really like done it for me. There we go. Were the Brolys a heavy price? Not like crazy. What's up, Dragon Them Balls? That's a crazy username right there. What's up, Orvis? How's it going? But yeah. No, I feel it though. But I like to collect both now. I mean, I think it's like, why relegate yourself to one when you can have the best of both worlds, you know? We are very fortunate as Dragon Ball fans that we have a lot of options for figures. Ah! Oh, there goes another earring. Dark Broly has been so finicky with his earrings. I'm hoping I don't, like, run out. Because we still have Limit Breaker to go. And we only have about an hour until I have to stop streaming. So, I feel a little bit bad, but we might have to not do the posing in this stream. Because I was going to do, like, you know, film some shots for the poses, but unfortunately, that might not happen today. Because these freaking earrings are taking so long. But next time, though, the figures will be a lot easier to put together that I do this, and it'll be a lot easier to do that sort of thing. What arc are you looking forward to seeing most in the remake? That's a great question. Okay. It's probably either Goku Black or TOP. Anime, TOP is my favorite arc. However, I really like the manga's version of the TOP. Or, I'm sorry, of the Goku Black arc, rather. I think it has a lot of interesting concepts. There are a couple things in the anime that I like a little bit better, but generally speaking, I like the Goku Black... Whoa. I like the Goku Black arc more in the manga. However, the Tournament of Power is my favorite DBS arc. And the thing about it is that I'm only worried if they stick to the manga stuff and don't do a mix of both. That the TOP is going to be awful. Because I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. But the Tournament of Power is awful in the manga. It's like, I don't want to say it's unreadable, but it's really bad in the manga. You can tell that Toyotaro did not want to write the Tournament of Power, and he wanted to just move on to what he wanted to do, but they had to introduce Ultra Instinct somehow. So I really hope that, like, they do a blend of the two, because there's ideas in the manga for the Tournament of Power are good, and scenes that I really like the Destroyer Battle Royale. That's really cool. But I think that if they go like full in on the manga version of the TOP, it's gonna be awful. And the iconic Goku Frieza moment isn't even really in the manga. They take him out in a little bit of a different way. Take out Jiren. Really curious to see 6 if they do God Goku versus Hit. So we can get a... Dude, isn't that so funny that, like, for us figureheads, we're like, yeah, I want them to do it this way so we can get a figure of it. I totally feel you, man. I absolutely feel you on that, where it's like, oh, man, if they do this, we can get a figure of, like, a form and an outfit combo that we rarely ever get. That's so funny. I feel that so hard. Okay. Limit Breaker is up next. We're getting close to the finish line of all these heads. But the stream has been fun. Absolutely. The stream has been very fun. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I know I most certainly have. I miss streaming, honestly. I really enjoy streaming. So it's been nice to do it again. I will say, though, as much as I do want to pose these guys up, I may save it for just, like, by myself and doing it for the videos. Only because I want to have a little bit of time before work. Because I'm working today. But I wanted to stream today because today was Sunday. And I figured most likely this would be the day that most people could come. However, I'm going to have to do a better job of, like, prepping the stream next time. Because I think, like, you know, there's people here, of course, but I think it would have gotten more viewers if I like properly announced it that it was coming. Besides, like, I mean, I did make a community post, but something a little bit more. Are you streaming Battle Hour? I'm actually going to Battle Hour, if that's what you mean. I'm planning on going to the event in California. If you mean, am I going to stream from California? That's a little bit harder to do. I mean, I'll be posting pictures and videos kind of like I did for the IRL stream. Well, I mean, I'll probably do the same thing that I did for the pop-up event, where I'll post, like, updates and pictures and stuff, but, I don't know if my, like, phone's internet is good enough for that, I'm gonna be real. I don't know. I mean, I could try, but the other thing about IRL streams that always kind of scares me is that I'm afraid that, like, man, I'm going to start, like, doing an IRL stream and then, like, I'll just be walking by somebody and then they'll be mad that I'm, like, trying to, like, not intentionally filming them, but, you know, like, they just happen to be there. So, I don't know. It also depends on the venue because, like, the last time I tried to do an IRL stream in, like, a convention center, my connection was terrible. Because it was, like, in a place where, you know, well, obviously there's a lot of people, so that already nerfs the connection. And then it was in the basement of a brick building. Yeah, that too! That's also a fear of mine. I don't know how the IRL streamers do it. Like, that they just, like, can go out with no fear of that happening. Because, like, I don't want that on my stream, and frankly, like, that's just, like, terrible. So, I don't know. That's another, like, low-key fear of mine, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. See, why is this one so much easier? I feel like Limit Breaker, these are, like, light work, but it took so long for Dark Broly. There we go. These are, like, clipping on just fine. Did it happen on your stream? Is that what you mean? There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's awful. That's terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that smoke. I don't know if I can handle all that smoke. I'll be real. That just sounds like that just sounds like a nightmare. And like, it's not your fault. You know, what do you even do? That's, yeah, that makes sense. I would hope not at that rate. There we go. So now why does this ear not even have a hole? There's a divot for it, but there's, like, not actually a hole. That's definitely going to fall off. Okay. Whatever. Oh, we're almost done! We're almost done. I love you, Beastieties, Broly, but man, your earrings suck, bro. And also, I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't be as bad if I only bought one, but, you know, me, of course, my collector brain needs to have all of them, so of course I have to buy them all. Yeah, this one just doesn't even have a hole for the earring. That's just gotta sit there on the plastic, I guess. Okay, sure. Alright. Take a drink of water real quick. Yeah, I think, well, the good thing about this stream will be I've learned quite a few things about how the connection has been and the multi-streaming and stuff like that. I'm going to have to look into that for next time. And hopefully do better for the next stream. We'll have to see, because I know, you know, I was streaming, right now I'm streaming on YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. But maybe I'll only stream on YouTube next time, as much as I wanted to stream on all of those. Just because, like, to be able to have, like, a solid connection. Because obviously I want the stream to be watchable. Because, oops, I just lost an earring. There's no point if you guys can't see the stream. And I mean, like, the quality is one thing. Like, I think the shorts quality will always be a little bit lower. Because, I mean, YouTube shorts just tend to nuke the quality a little bit more. But also, like, on the stream, you know, I mean, this is like a horizontal stream where, like, the YouTube one is literally just, or the shorts one, excuse me, is literally just like the middle of the horizontal stream for YouTube, or for the horizontal one. The vertical one is just the middle of it. So this has been a good lesson though, and this was kind of like the test stream I wanted to do, because this way I was able to figure out what are some things I can do for the future. And maybe I also want to get a better camera angle, because it seems like a lot of the time when I'm like doing something here, because obviously with my normal camera I'm like filming it from my angle. For next time, maybe I'll try and either have it like up high, or maybe from the side, I'm not sure. Alright. Limit breaker is done! Oh my god. Oh wait. No. I forgot about the faces on the figures! Ah! Okay. Hello, dragon. We gotta fix this. Get over here. Arnold. No. Get to the Brolys. This was fun. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I always love hanging out like this. Me too. That's the thing that I love about streams. Is that, like, they're so chill. And I enjoy talking to chat. It's nice when people that I know, like, you pull up and, you know, just, like, say hi and stick around for a little bit. That's always very nice. You know, it's just, it's very fun. I want to do it more. I think, like, my goal, well, I don't know, because I don't want to set a streaming goal for myself, considering this was just more of like a impromptu thing. Dude, these earrings are going to be the death of me. But it would be nice to stream like once a month, you know? At the very least. Because maybe I just save up a bunch of figures that I have, you know, like in waiting for opening or whatever, and then do that. Because next time it'll be a little bit more focused on like the filming part of it rather than the like opening. It's just it took so long for this because obviously they're big and the heads stink to put on and the earrings stink to put on. But and also too, if I didn't have to go to work, because I have to go to work, I have to stop the stream in about 45 minutes, regardless of whatever point that we're at. So, you know, if I could stream for a little bit longer, then I could do the filming, but I also do need to go to the bathroom. I don't know how streamers do it, bro. How do streamers stream for like hours on end and just not go to the bathroom? Alright, we're going to put him on this, because I don't think I put it on this. This face, I think, is easily the best one for Dark Broly. The broken mask. A lot of them are painfully unhealthy. Yeah. I ain't gonna be naming names. I mean, I'm sure that nobody's gonna be finding my streams. You know. I'm sure that the key players that come to mind when you think of that sort of thing are not in my neck of the woods here. But I know who you're talking about. I mean, dude, I used to stream for like... Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I was streaming weekly on the Dokkan Assets channel, I would like, you know, I would usually stream for around 3 hours. And then afterward, I was like, dude, I need to go to the bathroom right now. So, it is a little crazy that people be streaming for that long and not using the bathroom. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's put that on. How many Broly figures do you have? A lot. Ah! I'll show the before I end the stream. I'll show the shelf with the Brolys on it that I have at the moment. Oh my gosh, dude! Really? Dark Broly still being? Oh, no shame in telling people. That's fair. Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. This setup that I have, right, you can see that there's like a sound dampening foam that's right behind the Brolys, right? That's the door. And that's the only door out of here. So whenever I film a video, whenever I film a short, I'm basically locked into my room. And that's not a problem usually for the short, because at the very least I can just, like, you know, move it and then leave. But for like a stream like this, that's a lot more complicated of a process to you know, move everything. So close. Bro said skull emoji. That's crazy. No, dude, is Dark Broly really is evil, bro? I can't believe the last 2 hours of the stream is me putting on these stupid earrings. But at this point, I'm too determined to give up. That's crazy. Yeah, I will, I'll show off the Broly shelf at the very end, if you would like that. What is he trying to do? I think on the shorts, I don't know if it's viewable in the shorts view. Let's see. Please. Yes! There we go. I'm putting on earrings onto the Brolys. These little earrings. You can do it. Thank you. You have to clip them off of here. And then put them on the ears individually. It's very annoying. But it looks good when it's done. Yeah, I'm trying to get it in the camera, but I've been saying this a couple times in this stream. This is my first time doing a short stream, so I'm still kind of getting used to like the centering and you know, how everything should be and all that stuff. So, I appreciate you bearing with me. Yes, definitely. It's the only thing about these figures, besides putting on the heads, that is not fun. Okay, that one went on a lot easier. That's good. Awesome. Alright, Broly. You can have your face back. Now that we put that one on there. Nice. I think Dark Broly might be my favorite. I was expecting Super Saiyan 5 to be the favorite, but the Dark Broly sculpt, man, Kong cooked. They really cooked. I'm kind of shocked they cooked this much, but they really cooked. They should, though, considering that they've been neglecting like every other project of theirs. They decided that you know, Broly was their baby boy, which I can't really blame them because like these are awesome, but it's just like, dude, we you know, the other figures should be good too. Here we go. Do you only collect Broly? No, I don't. It's just for some reason, third-party companies have just decided that like they want to make like Broly exclusively for a little while, so and they have a lot of Brolys to collect. What's up, that one fish? Money, yeah, exactly. Where'd you get the Ultra Ego head? From an old Kong figure. If you're talking about the Toyotaro setup video. There is a recustom one that's coming out soon. And I think Air is also dropping one. There's a couple Ultra Ego heads that are coming out soon. So those will be replacing the Kong one. Because the Kong one is okay. But it can certainly be better. Alright. Where is the final set of earrings? Where are they? Where's the detonator? Final earrings. Will I get copyright claimed for humming that? I actually don't know. You know what's funny is the other day on Twitter, I'm sure probably maybe a couple of you saw this. Is this Black Hole Demoniacal Fit? This is Beast Deities. That's what these are. These are Beast Deities. Where is she? I need to re-watch that trilogy because I've been like seeing a bunch of people talking about it again. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I got DMC8 on Twitter the other day. And it was for a video that was from 2023. And the funny thing is, the reason why I got the hit was because it was a song. I think it was, everybody's hands go up, and they say that, and they say that, you know, like that song. And it was in a Fortnite emo. Because I posted a video of, like, me and the boys were playing Fortnite, and we were all playing Dragon Ball villain skins, and I was just like, oh, this is a funny little skit. And so I made a video called, you know, when the villains defeat Goku. And it was literally just like Frieza, Goku Black, and Cell all doing that to that emote. And they decided to claim it from like 2023. It was very strange. I love your CC Goku figure. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm a big fan of it too. That was definitely one of the biggest videos that the channel has had in terms of the shorts. And so obviously I like him a little bit because of that, but he's a very nice figure. They really did a good job with the soft goods on him, for sure. Weird, I got hit a little bit from streaming Genki Ramatsuri. Yeah, that's not surprising, I feel like. I mean, like, you got music. I'm sure that they're probably trying to claim anybody from that event. I mean, listen, claiming people on YouTube for watching like official live streams, I'm sure for these companies is like low-key a gold mine. You know, if you have like a giant streamer streaming an event, and then, you know, they don't mute the music. It's like, oh, free copyright claim, you know? That's like whenever they play like Dragon Ball like themes in like Dokkan streams and Legend streams and stuff, I know a lot of people just like mute the stream. Because, you know, they'll play like cha-la, head cha-la, or like, you know, dun dun, whatever. So, it's very funny to me that sometimes they claim that stuff and sometimes they don't. They are really picky and choosy about it. There we go. Alright. The first regular Super Saiyan 4 Brody had done. Besides him, which I don't think you can see that on the short stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the one on the head is 5. And then we will be done for today. We're so close to the finish line. You know what though? I will say, matches, the one the one thing that I was a little bit disappointed with the Genki Damatsuri, ironically enough, is that I know it's funny because in my video talking about the pop-up event, I was like, I think they showed too many figures for your average Dragon Ball fan. But the Genki Damatsuri is where you should be showing that stuff, because that's like Dragon Ball fans. So it's kind of funny to me that they didn't really show off that many new figures, I felt like. Really good face sculpt and paint. Oh yeah, absolutely. Listen, Beast Deities is like either a hit or miss sometimes with their stuff. But when it comes to Broly, they know that that's their moneymaker, so they like to put a lot of effort into making them look real good. Alright. Ouch. I need to cut my nails tonight, bro. Alright, that one on. Awesome. Yeah, it's so funny, like, the normal Super Saiyan 4 Broly is cool, but, like, the Dark Broly is just, like, oh, he's so peak, man. He's so peak. Alright. There we go. Who's your favorite Dragon Ball character? That would be Bardock. Which is ironic because today's Sunday, right? In a half an hour, there's actually a Bardock video going up on the channel. A little sneak peek for you on the short for today is a Bardock video. Yours is Trunks. Trunks is an awesome character, bro. That's a great choice. Yeah, I'm a Bardock head. Second favorite, though, is definitely Piccolo. I was always a fan of Piccolo, but then especially after watching OG Dragon Ball a little while back, I'm like, dude, go. Super Trunks, though, they nerfed him? Yeah. Kind of unfortunately. Least favorite character to fight in Squadra right now? That's totally fair. He is a monster in Squadra, which I'm very happy about because obviously that's my main. He's my favorite character, so obviously I had to main him, and Tank is my favorite role, so I was, you know, very pleased that he's that good. But I think Kefla, I don't know if you saw the Kefla kit that dropped last night. She might be the new Menace, I'm not gonna lie. They seem like they made it really crack. But every new character that comes out is like, you know, the next best character, so I mean, it makes sense. Goku the GOAT, that's fair. Like, Goku is, like, you know, I feel like people... There's a weird stigma against having the MC of a series be your favorite character, but, like, they wouldn't be the MC of the series if they weren't goated. You know? Good character, and then you hate on him. Oh, yeah. Kefla looks busty, yeah, definitely. See, I like Bardock. I like Super Bardock, and I like Z Bardock. I like both of them, for sure. I think I do like Z a little bit more. But I like them for different reasons. Tien got nerfed in Super, that is true. Tien did get nerfed in Super. Okay. We're so close. We're so close. Dude, and what stinks is that, like, Tien is so cool, man. Like, I was never, like, the biggest Tien guy. Well, and then after watching OG Dragon Ball, dude, I think out of all the arcs in OG Dragon Ball, they're all good, right? I don't think there's a single bad arc in OG Dragon Ball. In terms of, like, the overarching story. But the Tien tournament arc is easily my favorite arc in OG. It's so good. The fights, the stakes, Tien's, like, you know, change in mindset as the tournament goes on. The whole shenanigans with, oh my gosh, Master Shen, I couldn't think of his name. I am a huge fan of that arc. I really like it. Broly, can your face come off, please? There we go. Oh yeah, he definitely needs more figures. Are you kidding me? When they announced that World Tournament set, funny enough, he's over there. When they announced that World Tournament set, I was over the moon. You're one of those? See? What's with the stigma of thinking, like, Goku's not a good choice for your favorite character? He's the MC. Of course he's goated. Top 5? Fair enough. Like, there's a reason that Goku has ascended, like, his own series. Like, he's an icon. He represents something even more than what he represents in his own series. Like, for just anime in general and fiction. No! I heard it click in and then it fell! Oh, there it is. Or maybe this is a different one. This one looks like so broken. Oh, alright. Back into the bag with you. I agree. I'm a big Super Saiyan 4, well, that too, but Super Saiyan 3 fan myself. Because he's the main character? Well, what's wrong with that? What, do you not like Mario because he's the main character? You don't like Sonic because he's the main character? Do you not like Sailor Moon because she's the main character? Simone from Gurren Lagann? Is he suddenly a bad? He's not a valid choice because he's the main character? Bro said, I never said that. You said, slander's so good. Really? I'm surprised you have Bulma and Hercule that high, but that's fair. Yeah, I'm a big Super Saiyan 3 fan, so I 100% agree that I think it needs more respect. I think the problem is, like, plot-wise in the main story. I mean, Gotenks, people forget about Gotenks using it, like, all the time, but for Goku using it, which I think is what people think of more, it was almost used as more of, like, a tool or plot device rather than, like, you know, just the overarching, like, transformation. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, oh, Shadow's my favorite Sonic character. Easily. 100%. Ladies and gentlemen. The final face. The final face. Put that back on Broly right now. We did it. right. We're done. We're done. All of the faces have earrings. Let's double check just to make sure. Didn't forget any. Nope. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. That was a lot. Yeah, I hope so. I hope he does. I hope Toyotaro does use them more. Alright, so let's go over our spoils here before we end the stream for today. How long have we been streaming? I actually don't even know. Let me look at OBS. How long we've been streaming for? Three hours, okay. That ain't bad. That is certainly not bad. Alright, before all of you bid me your farewell, where did my fork go? I have a fork that I use to pull out pegs. I don't see it. Oh well. Yes, before all of you leave, first of all, I promised you I would show you the Brolys shelf, and that is what I intend to do. So first of all, let's show off all the Brolys from today's stream before we call it for the day. Super Saiyan 5. This man, I like actually cannot believe I own a Super Saiyan 5 Broly in my collection. That is dope. I really cannot wait to pose these guys later. Definitely gonna have to use a stand for Super Saiyan 5 though, because like, holy moly, the hair's heavy. Yeah, I see how much it's lagging on the stream. Definitely gonna have to door reveal. Definitely gonna have to use a stand for this guy. But yeah, that's Super Saiyan 5 Broly. That's dope. He's really cool. Let's see. The lag is part of the charm. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll have it fixed for next time. Like I said, I haven't streamed in a fat minute, so. Dark Broly! This guy is a menace. So cool. Absolutely fire figure. I think this is the best one out of all of them that we've opened today. He's cool. He's sick. I really like the sculpt. I'm debating on getting another one. I'm not even lying. Super dope. Super cool. They did such a good job with the Dragon Ball in his chest as well. I know it's going to lag, but I'm going to try and show it to you anyway. Dark Dragon Ball in his chest looks really good. They definitely cooked with that. I'm going to put him down only because I'm going to have to move the table from the door, and as soon as I move the table, yeah, see, Super Saiyan 4 Broly's already trying to fall. We have Limit Breaker. Also very cool. The one thing I want to say about Limit Breaker is that it's really funny to me that this is what Kong decided to go with for Limit Breaker. Right? Look how good he looks. Super red, super bright, super vibrant, right? And then we have Don't You Dare Fall. This is supposed to be the same company's Limit Breaker Vegito. Let me put him in the camera so that the shorts people can see him too. Are we serious? How is this Limit Breaker? How? It's literally just like red tips on his hair. How is this supposed to be their limit breaker, bro? It looks almost identical to the base form 1. What was Kong cooking with this, bro? That is not limit breaker. The hands are slightly pinker, and he's got red tips on his hair. And then we have Broly over here, who is literally just red. I don't understand it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, very, very silly. Very silly. Don't know why they decided to go that route. But anyway, last but certainly not least, we have the ever so beautiful standard Super Saiyan 4 Broly. This guy's cool too. I think it's kind of like, it's funny because in comparison to Super Saiyan 5 and Dark Broly, he doesn't seem as cool, even though he still is cool. But like, you know, he feels very standard, very basic compared to some of the other stuff that we've looked at today. But he still looks good, right? Definitely no complaints. And I think that this sculpt, honestly, like, I'm going to get the ZT one eventually with, like, the regular Broly and see how I feel about it. But I really feel like this sculpt for the Kong Broly sculpt works really, really well with the Super Saiyan 4 forms. So, that's cool. I'm glad. I'm glad these guys are good. Alright, before I go, I did promise all of you that I would give you a look at the Super Saiyan Broly shelf. So come with me in my laggy phone over the river and through the woods to right here. This is the current Broly shelf. Now, I didn't have a place to display Charlotte and Giblet and Charlotte, but my Brolys have always been here, and the Janemba and Gogeta were supposed to be like, oh yeah, you know, it's like movie stuff, but then Charlotte and Giblet, so I need to reorganize this shelf for sure. But I mean, it's cool, you know. There, I'll focus it a little bit in for you. There is the OGZ movie Broly, right, with the Paragus pod being crushed. I really, really like that. Such a simple thing. It was literally just tinfoil, but it's pretty dope. We have God Broly, right, from the Dragon Ball 4D Universal movie. If you're wondering where Super Saiyan 3 Broly is, he's all the way down there on the floor, just because, well, he can't fit on the shelf right now. So, yeah, that's where he is. He's just holding it down, holding the fort down. And then we have the Broly Second Coming Broly. Both of the Brolys that don't have super long hair are the DKO heads. And both of them look really nice. Definitely a big fan. I love the purple of the Second Coming Broly, like, fabric, or I don't even know what to call it. Like, I guess it's a skirt, right? But anyway, that is it. Gotta head out, brother. Thank you. Yeah, have a good day, man. Thank you for coming by. It was nice hearing from you, bro. Always nice chatting with you. Hopefully I see you again in the future. Have a good one, man. Those are thick. Those are sick, rather. Excuse me. Thank you. I mean, Broly is thick, I suppose. He's pretty wide. Charlotte's cool. Yeah, he is cool. Definitely a pretty nice figure. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put my camera down. Thank you very much for coming today. I really, really appreciate it. This stream was a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to do more streams in the future. I'll have to see how I can figure out my setup to make it a little bit less laggy for the future. Maybe I'll just have to get a better dedicated phone and have that plug into OBS, not wirelessly, so then the bandwidth doesn't get taken as much. And we'll have to see about the multi-streaming and all that fun stuff. But regardless, I want to thank you all so much for coming out today. Whether you were here on the YouTube stream, or whether you were here on the short stream, or whether you were here on the TikTok stream, all that good stuff. I want to thank you all so much for coming by. Your boy has to get ready to go to work. But thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And I hope I never have to do those earrings ever again. I will see you all in the next one. And keep an eye out. This coming weekend is when I'll post the short on these guys. I'm not sure if I'll do a short for each one of them or if I'll do them combined or what have you, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, thank you all for coming by. I really appreciate it. I got to walk over to my PC to turn off the stream. I know, I feel bad for the people who just joined the stream, but we've been streaming for like 3 hours now, so we've been here for a minute. Yes, this was fun. Thank you for coming by. I definitely hope to do more streams in the future again. If you guys are new, definitely check out the shorts that I do. I mainly do figure shorts on this channel, and it's a lot of fun. So if you enjoy that, go check that out. There's plenty of content. In fact, in 10-ish, 13 minutes, there will be a new video there for you too. So yeah, thank you all for coming by. I really, really appreciate it. Time to put Wave Coup back up on the screen, baby. Bop, 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 bop. I cannot wait to see how this lags. But anyway, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.